It's always that weird in between. Here we
I know.
go.
It always is.
Let's see here.
Hello, you guys. Can you see us?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, YouTube land.
Hello. Is this thing on? Hello.
I see us.
Okay, I do too. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello.
Woo,
I
there
know.
we
Clink,
go.
clink, clink. It doesn't make a sound though. No. Hello, everyone. All right,
Hello.
there's the counter.
There we
It
go.
was saying 0 for a good long time. That always makes me nervous. Sometimes you just never know if StreamYard and YouTube are going to be friends for the
Right.
evening or not. You know,
Right.
it's always a guessing game. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Fantastic Finds.
Hello.
My co-host, as always, is Jason
Hello.
with Tucker's Antiques. How's it going, Jason?
It's good. I'm tired. I've been working all day. So
It's been a week.
yeah,
It has
I'm
been a week.
chipper. I got some caffeine. I'm here. I'm good.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
trying to push that energy. So we're
I
good.
mean,
We're good, Amy.
we've both been knee deep in business taxes, and besides other things going on, it's been busy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can say that for sure.
Yep.
How is the new baby?
Very good. Very good. I'm not going to divulge too much because I want folks to check out my video tomorrow because I have a lot of Anna in it. But all I can say is that we're very fortunate and man, I love her. She's cute. She's really good.
She's
And
very cute. Very cute.
she's
What time is your video coming out tomorrow?
I try to drop them. Well, I have been dropping them. So I guess my official time is Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. So,
Okay.
and I will also be identifying where our booth is because I did say that we have a new booth. So I chronicle both of those things. It's kind of like a vlog. It'll just take you through the sequence of pretty much from Friday till Monday of this past weekend. So I think it's probably one of the hardest videos I've ever edited, and I'm really, really proud of it. So I hope it performs really well. It's something unlike I've never really put anything out like this before. So we'll see.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Well, good. We will check it out because there's plenty of time to watch that.
Absolutely.
Way before Flippin' and Sippin' comes on. So
yep.
It'll be good. Okay. Let's say hi to the friends, and we'll briefly go over how the sale is going to work tonight in case we have any new friends joining us tonight. We'll go over that, and then we'll get right into it. And I will say that tonight for community share, to quote Jason, hold on to your girdle myrtle. I almost said it backwards. The boys at Countryside have sent in their Easter collection, and most of them are new additions just since last Easter, and what they have decorated from the store. Now, Brad sent in so many photos. I have to do a 2-parter. So we're only going to see part of it this week, and the rest will be next week. So I can't wait to share that with you guys because I've already seen them. Jason has not.
I have not.
So that will be community share tonight. So I'm excited. It's some good stuff. Okay. So first in the chat tonight,
it's Willie. Willie's not friends with me anymore because I said free the vintage, and he is very anti.
Well, he's not down with me freeing the vintage to craft with either, apparently. So I feel like some Christmas stuff needs to stay in the package.
Some of it, some of it does. If it's really good advertising style packaging, and I think if it accents the item and looks good in it, yes, do not open it. But if it's just like plain old, like it's just nothing, open it up.
Splotch critters, picks in the bags.
Yeah, just
like
free
the
them.
bag was nothing special. It was just clear cellophane.
Right.
It just protected them from getting dirty.
Doesn't matter though, Amy.
They wanted a new home. They told me so. All of them did. So
William added us to his list. So
I know it's fine. He'll forgive us eventually.
You'll probably get off his list way before I will. So
Karen is here. Hi, Karen. Hope you're doing good today. Karen is going to be doing our bid ending this evening. So good to see you, Karen. And Terry V is here. Hey, Terry. Miss Farrar. Hello, Shannon.
Hello, Shannon.
How you doing, lady? All right. Janine is here. Hey, Janine.
Hello, Janine.
And Liz has joined us. Hey, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Welcome
Liz,
in.
you're going to have to reach out to me. I know you're coming in the area soon. I forget when exactly. So if you think of it, Liz, remind me. I know she had said she's coming in town before or around our extrav. So remind me, Liz.
And that's in a couple weeks, right? The end of April?
It's 2 weeks. It's a week after Easter. It's literally as soon as Easter's over, extrav starts. So yeah, it's right there.
It's going to be
We're
busy.
right there.
It's going to be busy.
Yeah.
Kim is here. Hey, Kim. Welcome in. There is Jason's mom. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Mom. I love you.
And Dusty Moose.
Hello, Dusty.
Moose is on the loose. And we have a special birthday in the house.
We do.
It's Dusty's birthday on Saturday. So happy birthday.
Well, look at that fancy graphic. Oh my gosh,
isn't that fun?
Oh my god, that bunny is awesome.
I found a little snippet on Canva of a bunny, and I was like, "That's it, yes."
All right.
So happy birthday!
I felt like he was gonna bite my face, but other than that, I was feeling good about that.
He's not a mean bunny. Look how nice he is.
Oh, at the heart of him,
touch that little nose.
Oh, he's vicious, Amy.
He looks so soft.
Oh, he wants to bite us like a carrot. Oh my god.
Well, happy birthday, Dust. I know she's going shopping on Saturday, so
good. I hope
that's the best way to spend your birthday for sure. Let me see. Now I'm lost in the chat. Okay. Mama Pam is here.
Hello,
hi, Mom.
Pam.
And Sharon Freddie Finds is here with us tonight. Hi, Sharon. Let me see. Gavin is here.
I'm a snapping fool, guys. Make sure you're following the one, the only Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. It's a YouTube channel. He plays music on vinyl. It's on a turntable. Drops all kinds of knowledge. So if by chance, and I know you all are, but if by chance you're not, make sure you're subscribed to him. It's the same name here as it is over on Instagram. And please support those Gillettes because they support all of us so much. Because I just gave it away. He's the other half of our bid ender tonight, the other part of the Gillette Corporation, the one, the only Gavin. So please give him a follow. You will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. Promise you.
Celeste has joined us tonight. Celeste. Hi, Celeste. And thank you, everybody that came to my handmade sale last night. I appreciate everybody that stopped on over. Last night it was quick. It was like an hour, bing, bang, boom. So I appreciate everybody that joined me.
I will get a bunny one of these years. Cheryl nabbed the one year, and Sharon nabbed it this year. I will get. I know you don't have any more.
I'm fresh out of those bunnies, so unless I find another one, or if you find one that needs a body, you let me know.
All right, someday
I will personally make one for you. Spark Joy in Life is here. Hello. Elaine is here with us tonight. And Miss Gutierrez, hello, Debbie.
Hello, Debbie.
Welcome in. KB is here. Hey, KB.
Hello, KB.
Dear Lord, good to see you.
Hello, Karen. Wow, it's been a little bit. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you, Karen. Perry is with us tonight. Hello, Perry.
Perry.
And Perla is here. Hi, Perla.
Hello, Perla. Good to see
you. If you don't know, Perla does have a YouTube channel. And she does jewelry sales. So give Perla a follow if you're into the jewelry. She does do live sales.
And shop with me. She does some she drops videos too.
Yes. Yeah. Heather has joined us tonight. Hello, Heather. Welcome in. Chris is here tonight. Hi, Chris.
Good to see you, friend.
Laura is here. Hey, Laura.
Hello, Laura.
Susanna, this is a new name to us, so welcome in, Susanna. Thanks for joining us tonight. Of course, if there are new people here in the chat, if you have questions as we go along throughout the sale, don't hesitate to ask them down into the chat. We'll do our best to answer them, and my lovely mod squad will also help out as well. Joe has joined us from Cali.
Hey, Joe. Good to see you, sir.
Welcome in. I'm trying to see Melanie. There she is. Hello, Melanie. Good to see you tonight. Tina is here.
Hello, Tina. Good
Tina
to see
number
you.
1. I haven't seen Tina number 2 in the chat yet.
Tina number 2's finishing.
She's busy. I know she's busy.
She's working on some tax. So
Oh,
Yeah.
trust me, I know. I
Yeah.
understand that one. Gloria.
Hello,
Here.
Gloria.
Hello, welcome. I think Gloria is a new name to us too.
Yep.
So welcome in. Brenda is here with us. Hey, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
Sorry, I'm sing-songy tonight. I apologize
Hey.
for that in advance. Let's see. What am I seeing? Sandy is here.
Hello,
Hey,
Sandy.
Sandy. Cindy Lou is here. Hi,
Did
Cindy.
you hear Amy?
I
She's
have heard.
thrifted.
Yes, you remind me every week too. You
Thrifted
do.
some treasures. Absolutely.
Oh, Pat is here. Hey, Pat.
Hello, Pat. I'm smiling even bigger, Pat. I got like the dimples going there. Good to see you, Pat.
I think. Hey, oh, Brian is here. Hey, Brian.
Hello, Brian. Good to see you, sir.
And there's Tina. There she is.
Yes.
Hey, Tina.
She's lurking from the Lurkers Lounge and upstairs in the tax lounge.
Good luck,
Ay,
Tina.
ay.
Power through. Okay. All right. I think I'm officially caught up. I'm down at the bottom of the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We appreciate you just being here and hanging out with us for the night. So we're going to go over how the sale is going to work tonight. Most of you are very familiar with this, but we do have some new friends in the chat tonight. So we will go over how the sale is going to work. First and foremost, you want to be in the best version of the chat. So you want to make sure you're in live chat, all messages. All right. So in your chat settings, on your mobile devices, if you click into the chat, if it says top chat, you want to toggle into live chat. If you're in top chat, it might filter out some of the comments for you. And we do encourage, if you plan to bid on anything, to do so on a mobile device. So a phone or a tablet are going to be a little bit faster options than the computer. And if you are falling behind in the broadcast, so the lag will get you at some point. It always does. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of the lag altogether. You can exit out of YouTube and come back in to refresh. But the faster way to do that, if you're lagging behind, and I encourage you to refresh if you do before you put in a bid into the chat. You want to go touch the screen in the upper right-hand corner. You can find a gear wheel icon. If you tap that, you can find playback speed and hit the 2 times. That's going to be the fastest to get you caught up. If you are lagging behind, we're going to sound funny until you're caught up with us live again. Okay, so do that as often as possible. That is kind of the best tool that we have available to fight that lag here on YouTube. So we will be doing all offer ups this evening. Jason and I have 16 rounds prepared. So we will give you a starting price. I will pin it up here on the screen. And we will give you some information about the item, give you any kind of history or dates or manufacturers, anything that we know about the item. And we'll try our best to know any kind of issues that the item might have, if it has any chips or repairs, stains, that sort of thing. We try our best to show everything to you live here on the screen, so you can be informed if you do plan to bid on the item. You can type your bids down into the chat if you're interested in the item. We do recommend to do that as early as possible, and then I will highlight the bids as they come into StreamYard as I see them. After we have described the item, we will do a 20-second countdown to a man, I can't talk today. You think this is my first live sale. We will do a 20-second countdown to account for the lag. Hopefully that is enough time to get all the bids in there. And the highest bid that we see come in before Karen Gillette's official bid end will be the winner. And we do have to go by what we see on our side to be the most fair to everybody. And we're also doing the just in cases here tonight. So all that we ask is that you are an active bidder to use the just in case. So what that is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item plus the letters JIC. You can type that into the chat during the countdown. So once we started our 20-second countdown, as long as you put in at least one straight bid, you can use that just in case during the countdown. And if your just in case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up by $1 over the next highest amount. Keep in mind, if there's multiple just in cases, those will turn into regular bids. And since we do have a few new people in the chat tonight, if you win an item from us, especially if you're a new buyer, this is very important to pay attention to. We need some information from you. We do need an email sent to us. You can either send Jason and I a joint email if that's easier for you. But we do need an email with your YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different from your screen name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. Jason and I only do our invoicing in PayPal. But if you don't have a PayPal account, that is okay. You can still shop with us. Just send us an email with all that same information. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest. When we send our invoices out, we will send a direct link to that invoice, and then you can check out with any debit, credit, PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay with that invoice. Our emails will be up here on the screen. You can also find them down in the description of the video. They're also pinned in a comment at the top of the chat, and my lovely mod ladies do a great job at putting them into the chat throughout the sale as well. Do keep in mind when we do send our invoices out, payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And the last thing that we talk about is our shipping. The shipping is not included in the winning bid price of the item, so that will be additional. We do use Pirate Ship to get discounted shipping rates versus that full-on retail that you would pay at the post office. So we get a discount, we pass that savings rate on to you guys, so you guys pay the same thing that we do. And so it's calculated based on your shipping address. That's why we need your full shipping address to calculate your shipping. And we do have shipping available within the US, Canada, and Australia. And I'll let Jason talk about that last point, and then we'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing this week.
If you purchase from me tonight, because remember, me and Amie ship from 2 different parts of the country. If you buy from me, you can pick it up at my shop. We own a shop called MTuckersAntiques. We're located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. We're just south of Adamstown, so we are part of Antiques Capital USA. I'm about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. So if you plan on coming into the area and you want to save on shipping, just let us know via an email. We'll invoice you for said item or items. And then once it's paid, once the invoice is paid, then we will communicate in the emails. We don't want to gum up a sale chat with that. We'll take care of that in an email back and forth to each other and arrange on when you want to pick it up at the shop. And then maybe you can come in for the extrav. You can shop the other dealers. Come see Mother Tuckers in person. So thank you, Amie.
I do ship from Michigan. I will be doing all my invoicing and packing tomorrow. If you guys were at my handmade sale last night, and if you get something tonight, as long as it's safe, I will happy to combine ship for you. So at some point tomorrow, I will send you an email when your invoice has been sent. And I'll let Jason talk about that. And then we have something else that we want to talk about before we get into the sale.
Yep, I ship out of Pennsylvania. I always do all of my packing and shipping on Saturdays, and then Tina rolls out invoices usually Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. She actually works in shop this Saturday, so invoices will be a little later in the evening. So you'll expect to see that from us Saturday evening. And that's it for me.
And special for tonight, we do have some giveaways tonight. So what I am doing, and I usually do this every Easter, I do like an Easter egg hunt with inside of boxes. And usually it's a plastic egg with something inside of it. But that kind of discourages anything that is flat. So I switched to scratch off cards. So if you purchase something tonight, look for this scratch off card in your box. Okay. And definitely look at this because it's going to have, it's time sensitive. All right. It's going to have an expiration date, and everything's going to, like, there's different prizes. Okay. So, and make sure to flip it around on the back. It will have directions on how to use it and when to use it. Okay. So don't forget to look for this, because the last time I did scratch offs, not even half of them were used. So I don't know if they were just thrown away or something, but make sure and look for that. Okay. Because it's a good prize. And Jason's got something too.
I do. I have a few of these left over from when me and Tina did our spring into Easter sale. So I have 3 of these left. These are these fun little enamel bunny pins. So I only have 3 left. So I've appointed the last 3 to 3 random items tonight. And if you purchase that item, I will let you know that you're getting one of these fun little, and I think they're probably from the 50s or 60s. They're these really fun little enamel. They probably would have been scatter pins, and these are the larger ones. And I have 3 of them left. They're new old stock. So if the item's bought, you'll get a fun metal pin, a little rabbit.
Cool. All right. And I guess we will get the screen set up, and Jason's going to make me go first.
Please, please.
My first round tonight. So this is going to be like the last of my Easter stuff. I know Jason brought a few things as well. I have some non-Easter things, but this is like the last of it. So my first round is going to start at 10. And I have had this tin before, although it's been some years since I have had it. And I love this one. There's a chick version of this tin as well. It is made in England, and I'll show you that on the back, but it's these 3 bunnies that are, I don't know if they're having a conversation about the little snail friend that has joined them, or the tasty carrot. Maybe they want to share it. I'm not sure. But it's just a cute little scene there with the tulips. I love the colors in it too. And the edging of it has a sweet little ducky, little duck kind of print that goes around the can. And it is signed, or it says container made in England right here on the back. And the stamping here on the back side says the Metal Box Company Limited from Mansfield. So just the cutest. I love the bunnies on their illustration. Now it's a nice clean tin. There's minimal wear to it. I'd say maybe there's a little scratch right there on that ear, but there's no like major denting. Now you can see that down here it has a flat edge. This was how it was produced. It's not dented in. All the other ones that I have found like this, that's how they were manufactured. Unfortunately, they didn't make the lid flat, so it doesn't stand on its own. Like the George Horner tins that are flat on the bottom. So you need something to kind of like help prop it up if you want to actually display it, or maybe a little plate rack would work as well. Measurement for it is 6 inches by 4 inches, and then it is about 2.5 inches deep. It does kind of concave a little bit at the top. All right. So I see Celeste is in at 12. Thank you so much. And Debbie was in at 10. So we're looking for 13 or more. We are going to try and move it along tonight just because we've had a long week and we respect your guys' time as well. And I know community share might take a little bit longer too tonight. So Nikki just popped in there with a 13. So we're looking for 14 or more. I'm going to count it down. And let's find out how bad the lag is today. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bunny bid end. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for Karen's bid end to come in, and there it is. Bunnies and carrots. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, so Celeste had a just in case of 17. Debbie had a just in case of 21, but Nikki had a just in case of 35. So Nikki, it is yours for 22. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
$10 choice, Amy. $10 choice, and I have some bunnies left, and I didn't preview these. It's a variety. The only thing similar is that they're bunnies, okay? So it'll be $10 choice. This is going to be your first one, and I believe this one is probably from the 1980s, okay? They missed a little bit of the glaze right here, so it is a little rough. So you can see there's a little discoloration under the kind of under the light. You can see it's just so slightly discolored, but it's not damaged. You can just tell that they didn't glaze it right there. So this will be your first choice at 10. On the back here, I believe it says Loomoo. It's Loomoo. I've never heard of the company.
Loomoo. That's a new one to me.
Yeah. So I've never heard of the company, but it's definitely 1980s. This one measures about 3.5 inches tall. Super cute with the eyelashes. And this little bunny here, look, they even gave the little speckles there on the little nose, the mouth part. And then little bunny is holding a basket full of Easter eggs. So my light might be washing it out a little bit, but it is a cute white bunny. It is heavily glazed and it is ceramic with this cute little pink bow. I love the fact that the bow's kind of hanging off here to the side a little bit. He's kind of laid back bunny. It's kind of in the off season, so he's got his bow tie over to the side. Hello, Miss Pamela Blanchard.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Pam. So this will be your first choice at $10. And you can tell it's kind of, I want to say it's probably made in Taiwan. It's probably made in Taiwan. So that one, again, is 3.5 inches tall. Now we're going to go back to occupied Japan. This is probably the oldest one. So he might be reading white on your screen. You can kind of tell. I can see it on my phone. He is pink. So he's completely pink. And they actually did a whole series of these that it's a band. I've never been fortunate enough to ever see the whole band together or ever. I always find them doing different things. I find them separately. So I think this one's really cool. This guy's playing the saxophone. You can see that they have gold detail here all around his vest that he's wearing. There's no damage. The eyes are red cold paint. So I think it's really fun if you're into music. And it's kind of sloppy the way they stamped it. But he does say Occupied Japan right there under his tail. So we went from the 80s back to probably the 1930s or 40s. And this one measures about 3 inches tall. So again, they're $10 choice. This is the last of my Easter. So it's going to be one of these weird rounds where you have a mix of things. So I had found this. Amy had one last week.
Yeah.
She had
Yeah,
one
you told
last
me you
week.
found one of those.
I had found one too. So this one, I do agree with her. I believe it's California pottery. So this one, we're going to probably think is from the 1950s. This guy is your traditional brown Easter bunny. He's really, really cute. Just like Amy, there's no markings on the bottom of mine whatsoever. And again, I think he's really cute. This would be one that you could embellish with a little Easter egg in front of him. You could pop him into an Easter basket. He's definitely your traditional bunny. And there you can see.
I love his big old tail. That was my favorite thing about it.
I do too. So if you're kind of into California pottery, this would be a fun one. And I love how the ears are kind of cocked a little bit different. So, and he's 5 inches tall. So he's really big. So no chips or cracks, probably crazing. So this one we're going to call brown. We're just going by the color of them. So this one's going to be brown. Thank you, Caroline. I see your 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. This one's going to be pink. And remember, gang, if you get this guy playing the saxophone, there is a whole band. I don't even know how many are in the band. It's probably like 6 or 8 that you can find band members, but there's no damage on him. So this one is going to be pink, and he is 3 inches tall. And this guy here is going to be your white bunny, and I do believe he's probably 1980s. But boy, does he have a really retro kind of look to him. And this is not damaged. That's just a rub because they didn't glaze it there. So thank you all for the bids. I see you. I saw Nicole in at 11. I see Debbie in at 14. So we'll claim it white, pink, or brown. So let's go ahead and do a countdown just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, it'll be brown, pink, or white. You can take a variation. You can take one. You can take all three. I think they are really, really neat and just a little bit different. So thank you so much. I see Nicole's just in case of 16. Debbie's just in case of 20. There is Karen's bid end. So Miss Debbie Gutierrez at 17, you get first choice. This little guy's brown. This little one is pink, and that one is white. And again, no damage whatsoever, just some typical crazing. And there is a little rub here where you can tell they didn't glaze it, and it kind of darkened a little bit over the years. Got you, Debbie, for the brown one. Thank you so much. So at 16, Nicole, were you interested in the pink one? It might be reading white, but it's definitely a pale pink. Cold paint's in really good condition. and then we have the white one. I got you for a pass. Gotcha. And
We got
then
Caroline at 10.
Caroline. So Caroline, we got the 2 remaining. We got pink and we have white. And if you pass, whatever you pass on, we'll bring back for the recap. But it'll be pink or white. And now we'll see how bad the lag is. I'll wait.
I know.
I'll wait this one out here, Amy. I can watch the chat. We can keep it moving. Just
Okay.
white. I'm sorry, white or pink. White or pink. Got you for the
That's
white
a
one.
Good
Bring
deal.
the pink one back for the recap. Thank you guys so much.
Okay. Well, hey, Nate. Good to see you. Thanks for
Hello,
popping in.
Nate.
All right. I have a lot for my next round. So you're going to get everything. It's not choice. So I have a lot of 4 bunny cards. So these are all bunny, different eras. But I thought they were all fun, so we're going to pair them together. So the first one here is this fancy bun. I do believe this is a 40s card, just based on the illustration style and coloring for it. And I love this bunny, and it has been signed on the back. Larry Dean from Aunt Geraldine on the back.
All right.
This one I think would be really cute in a flower frog. So that's the first one. The second one here is this one. Again, probably late 30s, early 40s on this one. The sun in the background is gold inked. Hopefully that's reading across it. It's metallic in the back. This one has been signed down here at the bottom, Mrs. Payne. I sent this little bunny upon his merry way to wish you a happy Easter day. He's really proud of those tulips. Maybe that's Garden Guy Bill. I don't know.
I love his jacket.
I know. Look at those coattails. Nothing on the back of that one. And then this one here, Happy Easter. And this is kind of a fold out style. Little bunny dressed so gay brings this wish for you today, with the little ducks. And I love the little ducks. I love that style. So there's number 3. And then this one probably is my favorite of the bunch. And it says, it's just this happy white bunny. And it says a bunny badge for you. And up here in the flower, there's this lenticular piece. Do you see that the bunny face?
Oh, wow.
And the ears changes, and it says Happy Easter. So this is actually a piece that you're meant to punch out. And I don't know if you can see that tiny little hole. So I'll try to the back. It might be easier to see back there.
Oh,
so you punch out that little lenticular piece, and you actually attach that to a safety pin. And then that becomes like a little brooch. How fun is that? I've seen these kind of cards before. They were birthday cards, though. I had not. And it says punch out badge and add pin and pin it on the back side. So that is the lot of bunny cards. But yeah, I had not seen an Easter one of those before. So it's the whole lot for $12. I'm not seeing anybody come in for that. So we'll bring that back at the recap and we'll get Jason started.
All right, Amy, $14. And we'll see what the lag's doing right here, right now. So $14. This is 6 feet long. And this is probably 1990.
There it is. I see Timmy just popped in there.
No.
All right. I kind of figured the lag was pretty bad when we first started. All right, Timmy, let's count it down for you. We are looking for 13 or more on the bunny lot. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
That's a good array of different eras of cards, too.
It is, yeah.
Really good.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Timmy, they're coming to you. Thank you so much. And I'll message you and we'll figure out when we can meet up. All right, thanks, Timmy.
All right, Amy, $14. And I do believe this is from the 1990s, although I've never seen this before. This is actually blow mold. So each one of these are little blow mold bunnies, and it's 6 feet long. It's actually garland. So here, I'll show you kind of what it looks like.
I didn't even see that in your preview.
I had it mixed in with everything, kind of laid in like garland, so you guys could get an idea of what it looks like. So It repeats different colors. This one is not, like I said, these are actual blow mold, and it's garland that you can string it and hang it, or you can weave it in with your collectibles if you want to. There is like a clear little piece of fishing wire that sticks out on either side, and I believe that's how you can attach it to something. So each one of these are little blow mold bunnies, and what I love is they have both of the bunnies munching on the carrot. So I tried to look to see if I could see who made it or when it was made. I couldn't find this online, nor could I see any stamping on it. So like in the first grouping here, we have a little baby blue pastel bunny. We have a very pale pink one. Then we have kind of a purpley pink and blue, and then they repeat different colors throughout. So then we have one of the purples and one of the
I've never seen this either.
No, and I'll tell you, it's fantastic. And if you're looking for some garland that's lightweight because you're afraid of where you're going to hang it, this I think would be really, really neat to use if you're afraid to drape it over your curtains or something like that. Then kind of the old school garland used to have glass, rods here. These are plastic rods, okay? They're not as thin, but they mimic straws. Also, if you're into a glowing Easter, all of the carrots fluoresce under black light. So I don't know if you're going to be able to actually see that, but all of the orange carrots fluoresce under black light. So I'll just kind of show you here. It kind of just repeats with different colors. There is no damage to these, and each one of these little bunnies are little blow molds. Do you see more bunnies behind Jason? Yes, there are a few bunnies behind. There are a few bunnies behind Jason. And this would be fun. Not that I'm into destroying the vintage, but if this wasn't your thing and you wanted to repurpose these, I think these would be really fun to repurpose for something else. So, and this is something, if you are into bunnies, you could leave out all year round. But again, it is these little blow mold. They're about an inch. They're heavily detailed. Look, they even have those great animated style eyes. And then the different colors. The three repeating colors of bunnies, you have like a pinkish purple, then you have the baby blue, and then you have a very pale pink. And then those carrots in the center that are heavily detailed, they do fluoresce under black light. The yellow does not. So this is fun. I have to say this is probably, I remember decorating with my grandmother and going, this reminds me of like an Easter Unlimited almost. I think it's Easter Unlimited was the company, and it's probably 90. So let's count it down. I see you, Trina, in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more, and it is 6 feet long. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You can hear him going, yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 we're eating that carrot. Yum, 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 yum.
The carrot's almost as big as they are.
It is. And that, I mean, that's what makes this. And I'll tell you, this 90s kitsch is really hitting hard. Like, it's really, really hitting hard. And folks are really, really buying it at Mother Tucker. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much. Trina had a 15. Caroline came in with a just in case. So $16. Caroline, the garland's yours. Thank you so much. Congrats.
Congratulations. Okay. My next item is going to start at 16. And this is incredibly hard to find. I have never run across one of these before. It is the sugared bunnies in the bunny suit that I normally come across, but I had not come across one of these before. Now I say this, she's only starting at 16 instead of much, much higher than that because she has a head repair, which I did not see when I purchased her. And I did look her over in the store, but the head repair is so good, you can't barely even see the line. And I know, and the only reason I saw it before we went live, because I was actually looking at this backstage with Jason, and there's just like a tiny sliver, maybe a pinpoint sliver of the ceramic that caught the light. And that's the only way that I saw it. So this is a little Lefton bunny girl. So a little girl in a bunny suit. There is a whole series of these. There's a set of 3 of these in different poses holding the little flower. And she does have her Lefton foil sticker and numbered there on the bottom. And she's not very large. All right, she's pretty small. But these are so hard to find. This is the very first one I have ever come across. And I do not think I'm going to be able to get that line to focus. But it is like a very clean break in there. And whoever repaired her used the right kind of glue. It's not picking up at all. And I'm not even, I don't even think I can catch that line at all in the camera. But I assured you, maybe right behind the flower is the best that I can do. See that? There's a tiny little light reflection right there. That's the best I can do for it, but it's a really good repair. Jason, have you ever run across these before?
I have, but I could never afford them to resell. Yeah. And I seldom do you find them.
Karen, Parmesan is actually, he's in the Lurkers Lounge underneath the bed. He has made it like a new spot, I guess, and he's under the bed. So he's under there asleep. So I don't know if he's going to emerge. He went under there last night too, and I didn't realize he was even under there. But no other chipping or anything. There's no any other damage to her. She's just the cutest thing ever. I think she could stay out past Easter too, of course. Oh, yeah. Shannon, I see you. Thank you so much. Measurement real quick. She is 3 1/4 inches tall, and that's it. About 2 inches wide at her feet. Okay, let's count her down. So they're called bunny girls. That's the only thing that I've ever heard them called. The other version of these, they have kind of like that glittery sugared texture to them. They don't have this sweet little kind of human face. It's more like a baby face inside the bunny suits. They're both harder to find sets, both by Lefton, but I've only ever called these the bunny girls. And I think if you search like Lefton bunny girls, they should all pop up for you. All right, Nikki's in at 17. And Wendy wants to know if we can see your bunnies behind you.
I will move out of the way when it's time for Fantastic Finds. And
okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
We want to see all the bunnies. All right, I agree. All right, we're going to count Bunny Girl down, looking for 18 or more. Again, she does have a head repair. It's very good, though. Probably the best head repair I've seen in a long time. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Yeah, and even if they do have repairs, they're $30 every time I see them out and about.
Yeah.
That's cheap, $30 when you find them out and about.
Okay, there is that bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, at the end there, Shannon with a just in case, Nikki with a just in case, but Caroline had the highest just in case. So Caroline, it is yours for 26 over Nikki's 25. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20. And Caroline, you won one of the giveaways. This comes along with the garland that you won. So Caroline, you won one of the bunnies. So congratulations. So $20, and springtime and Easter, I always think of flower frogs. So this is made by Roseville. So this is a pretty desired piece of pottery. It's part of the Donatello line. They made, vases and round pots and things. And this is one of their flower frogs. It's in super good condition. There is like a little rub right here. I'm not sure if that was, let's see if we can get it to focus. I don't know if that's in manufacturing. It's right there, or if somebody knocked it. But remember, this was utilitarian. These weren't supposed to be like too fancy, but 11 different holes in there. And this is probably from the 1930s. I believe that pattern was pretty popular in the 1930s. So it has 11 holes. It is like a creamy white color, and it has all this great ruffling detail around the outside. So if you don't want to use this as a traditional flower frog, I thought these colors would be great in your spring displays. These are fun to use as risers. So with that great emerald color green, you can see there is a little bit of wear there too. I do believe that's in manufacturing. This would be great as a riser. You can put your little bunnies on. Some folks use these as pen or pencil holders, or you could get a whole bunch of those kitschy Easter flower picks and stick in there because I think this would look really great if you had a bunch of those Easter cupcake picks and you weren't sure how to display them. You could use your bougie Roseville pottery flower frog. It measures about 4 inches in diameter. So it's about 4 inches in diameter. And then it measures just about 1.5 inches tall. So if you guys are looking for a pretty good, heavy, hardy flower frog, absolutely, Joe, you can use this to hold your marbles. And these usually go for a lot more than $20. But I was fortunate enough to purchase it, and I don't think the person knew what they had. So you can see it has the little openings here, because when that sits in your flower pot, that way it can drain some water and go through there. So, but again, these are fun. You can use them all different ways as a riser. That is beveled here a little bit. Thank you, Chris. I see you're 20. So it is beveled a little bit, but you can definitely have it upside down and use this as a riser. So if you won, maybe if Debbie, wants to put her little bunny, look how cute that looks. Doesn't he look like he's on like little center stage?
Perfect. I love that.
I mean, and I thought with Easter
it looks
coming,
like because of the way that the pottery is molded, it looks like little blades of grass.
It does. It does. I just thought it had a really good look, and it's part of the Donatello line, and that was very, very Roman style things. There was like silhouettes. It was very Greek god, very that kind of look for the pattern. But then again, this was just a flower frog. So, and I do believe the flower frog was sold separate. I don't believe it would have come with a said, container that it was supposed to be with. So just note that there are some rubs here on the side. The more I look through the light, and again, these flower frogs, they were just utilitarian. And on the inside, you can see there's a tiny little stain right there at my finger. So this was definitely used. So I saw you, Chris, at 20. Karen is in at 22. Let's do a countdown on the Roseville flower frog. 11 holes. 11 holes. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It is a very creamy, it almost looks like eggnog, for lack of a better example, but it's a very, very creamy, yellow, buttery look. And then with that gorgeous green here on the side. And I've only found this pattern once or twice. So there is the bid end. I see you're just in case, Chris. So, Chris, it's coming to you for $23. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Thank you, guys.
Okay. He could be for Easter. He could be for any time, really. But it's been a while since I've brought a Rempel squeak.
Cute.
And because of the duck and the duck squeak, I don't think I've ever found the duck squeak before. I found the chicken. I don't think I've ever found the duck. And he came all the way from Iowa. Des Moines, actually.
Ooh, Des Moines.
Ariana's hometown.
Yeah.
He came all the way from Iowa. And he is a 1950s Rempel. And I'm very happy because usually these are brown. They don't have a lot of the color left, but he still has yellow and orange and red, all the colors still on him. And his name is Squawky the duck. And he is still soft. And he does still squeak, so it has the metal squeaker here. And it's marked, it's stamped. These always have a stamping somewhere on them that say Rempel Manufacturing, Patent Pending Enterprises from Akron, Ohio. So there's also diamond pottery that was molded from the Rempel squeak toys. So there's a pottery duck that matches this as well. And there's also a larger duck called Mr. Squawker. So I think it's Squawky all grown up because then he has pants and a hat.
Gotcha.
But this is baby duck. This is Squawky. Karen, you stole my joke.
I was waiting.
Tell the cheese and quackers joke with the duck things, but he's really nice condition. Probably one of the nicer ones that I have come across. I don't ever, like, once in a while I'll find one that actually has shine left on it. But he's pretty good shape. Sometimes these, if they're not stored correctly, they can start to harden and then they can start to warp and crack He doesn't have any of that. The rubber is really nice and soft still, and he does stand on his own just fine without the aid of any kind of stand. Measurement for him, he is 6 inches tall and about 3.5 this way. Okay, so let me get caught up on the chat. Celeste is in at 17, so we're looking for 18 or more. I am going to count Mr. Squawky down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
It's so fun to find those still soft and squeakable.
I know. I am collecting these now, but I'm collecting the like worse for the wear ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I have a little kitty popping out of a boot, and it's completely hardened.
Oh.
Okay.
But did it harden in the right way? Like, does it look?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still looks like it's supposed to. It's just it's not soft and squeaky anymore. All right. Bid end is in from Karen. Thank you so much. Celeste had the high bid at 17. Miss Gutierrez had a just in case of 26. So Debbie, it is yours for 18. Quack quack. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20 choice, and this is going to be one of the last times I offer plush bunnies this year. So it'll be $20 choice on either the purple one or the gray one. Okay, so I'll show them to you up close. So $20, no major condition issues. I love the stunned look on this little bunny. Like, I really love the bunnies when they're super kitschy. You know, when they just
purple.
Yes, just when they just got a rounded nose, like they don't have to look, they look almost abstract to me. And that's what I love. So, and this little guy looks so surprised. He's like, huh? Easter's in what? 2 weeks, Amy? Like,
I know.
What? 2 weeks? What, Amy? So,
what?
And the little eyes, I feel like the eyes are plastic, but boy, do they get cold like glass. So, and I love his tail. Look at his little teeny tiny nubbin
tail.
Like, he got a little nubbin tail. So he measures just about, and there's pink here. So there's pink in the ear, and then he is fully that typical Easter purple, maybe slight discoloration, but no stains or odors that I could find. There is just this extra little string here. I'll let the new owner cut that off. I actually feel like that may be remnants of maybe an original tag at one time. So he measures just about 6.5 inches wide, and then he is about 6 inches tall. So the ears do have like some wire armature in there. So if you would decide, you can bend the ears different ways. But I love him, and I love how stunned he is. And there's how they sewed on his little nosers. So this next one is really darling, and I sold one like this last year.
Oh, yeah.
This little guy, he's made by Knickerbocker. So he's probably late 70s, early 80s Knickerbocker. He has his original bow. He is just so sweet. Look at that. Like,
I love the eye color on that
it's
one.
like almost a periwinkle, like a purpley blue, and then you have some pink details behind it. He is super clean, as you can see. He has some wire armature in his ears as well. His ears are purely white, so purely white. The bow is white. Cute little pom-pom original nose, which was typical with Knickerbocker. I had the little baby brown ones, and they always gave them those little pom-pom nose. And it's part of the Animals of Distinction, part of the Animals of Distinction series that they did. So he has a little pom-pom tail as well. Super clean, no smells, no odors. You can see he's kind of a grayish white. So he's like a grayish white, and he measures 7 inches by 6 inches. So he's an inch taller than the purple one. So we'll spin him around here where I see you, Caroline, at 21. So we're looking for 22 or more. Both are super clean and very good condition. These are the bunnies that I like to use if you have a larger bunny and you want to put one in their hand. So, and we'll just claim them by color. So it'll be purple or gray, purple or gray. So let's go ahead and count them down, 22 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Caroline is in at 21. We're looking for 22 or more, and we'll just claim it gray or purple. Gray or purple. And they're both in really good condition. And I got one more bunny coming later, and it's a really unique one, but that'll be it for the plush this year. So there's the bid end. So Dusty Moose at 22, you get first choice. Caroline, you'll have backup at 21. Dusty, did you want the gray one or the purple one? Of course, you got purple. Purple is yours. Thank you so much. So Caroline, were you interested? Let's get rid of the board. Caroline, were you interested in the gray one? If you weren't, we can bring it back for the recap. But if you were interested, you can have the gray one at your bid of 21. So now we're going to see what the lag's really like. So Caroline, just let me know yes if you're interested, yes or gray. And if you don't want it, just say pass, and I will watch the comments, Miss Amy. And if you pass, we'll bring it back later on in a recap.
All righty.
Thank you so much, guys.
I have a planter for my next round. And I have found there's a smaller version of this. It's more like a toothpick holder size, and the bunny is sitting upright.
Gotcha, Caroline.
And she wants the bunny.
Thank you.
But this one is the bigger one. And it is a white bunny planter. Now this is rabbit fur, FYI. I don't really have an issue with the applied fur ceramic pieces. Some people are not a fan of it, but I am always a fan if I can find these with the fur in good condition. Usually with these pieces, the fur is very sparse and it's deteriorating. This guy is just really nice and fluffy. Really nice condition planter, of course, as well. This is made by Brinco or Brins, interchangeable. They dropped the Co later on into the 60s. But it originally was Brinco, and then they did switch to Brins, but they are the same company. And the planter doesn't have any damage on it. We'll go ahead and try and get it up close there for you. So paint is really good. So we are seeing cold paint for the nose, the mouth, and the eyes, and nice long lashes. And she does have plastic applied whiskers. And they're all there. None of them are missing. Nice bit of fluff up here in between the ears. There is some pink blushing inside of the ears, and we've got the little feet details on all of the feet painted, and then really nice big old fluffy tail here on the back side. And there is the inside. I cannot find any chipping or repairs. Now, it's not high glaze. It's more of that satin finish for the bunny. It's not bisque, but it's not high glaze. It's that in-between satin finish. It's very buttery feeling as far as the pottery goes. Measurement for it, it is 6 by 5.5. So 6 long and then 5.5 to the top of that ear. It's a little higher than the other one. But this one I think can stay out past Easter as well. But I thought I would bring it because it would be cute for Easter. And actually, I also like these for winter time because they're snow bunnies. Mm-hmm. You know, they can be out for Christmas too, I think. All right, Nikki's in at 18, so we're looking for 19 or more on the little Brinco furry tail bun planter. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I have never seen this planter before, Amy. God, I love him.
And Nesco made some furry bunny planters.
Yes.
Very similar to this. They actually paint them very similar too. But I'd not run across the Brinco one before. Okay, Karen has that bid end in there. Nikki put in a just in case, but didn't need it. It is hopping to you, Nikki. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $12 choice. $12 choice, and I believe these are from the 1950s, and these are actually still full with powder, and these are fun little baby powder tins. So I thought these would be great additions if you collect, kitschy pieces of advertising They are definitely spring and Easter style colors, and they're the right size. And if you have the right size doll, you could actually pair it with it. So they'll be $12 choice. I will show them to you up close. And they're both identical, and they do still have some talc in them. I don't think they've ever been used. Matter of fact, I think they're full. So they measure about 3 3/4 inches. Look at these fantastic graphics on here.
So cute.
I love this, and this is just the beginning. So it's ZBT baby powder with olive oil, and it's a gift of moisture proof. It's your babies against diaper irritation. So like I said, they're about 3 3/4 inches. It is still closed, but I can kind of see some remnants of powder coming through. Look at all these fun graphics on the side. Neither of these are scratched or rusted out. So you have the little baby here on the pillow. You have the little baby playing with the ball. Look at the little baby with the little stuffed kitty cat.
Cute.
I mean, this is adorable. And then you have that great, very 1930s style rendition of a little ducky. So even if you guys don't collect baby things, but you love kitschy tins, and I do believe with the C's there, I do believe that stands for consolidated. They also made glassware. So they were like a litho and glass manufacturing company. So I think that's what the C's are for. Then back here, you have the full description. And it's actually made by the National Brands Division. So I do believe this was an early like Band-Aid style company. So it probably then was bought by Procter & Gamble, stuff like that. So, and it just tells you that basically it's a baby powder with olive oil, which was new to me that they ever mixed that. And it just says that, just gives you a whole description on it. And then this side are different graphics. So it's not like they repeated the graphics. They're different on this side. So you have the little baby, if it wants to focus here. And this is a very kind of a bluish purple color is the tin. Let's get this to focus here. So you can see the little baby here. So there's the little baby. I actually believe he's playing with a little rabbit. So I thought that's even better for Easter. I kind of feel like that's a little rabbit. There he is in the little wash basin. There he is playing with his building blocks, and he's got his ball again. He's got his little pool toy. So, and both of them are identical. So they're both identical. They have some stamps on the bottom, very typical stamps on the bottom. And again, you can see that's not dust. That's just a little haze of the powder that's still inside, okay? And you can get choice, and they are tin little baby powder containers, and they're about 3 3/4 inches tall. So I'd never seen these before, and I thought these were really fun and really kitty. Like they're really great. And if you have like a larger doll size, you could actually put that in the baby's hand. And again, if you collect maybe kitschy baby things, you could add it to that collection. So top bidder will be able to take 1 or 2. And again, they are identical. So Karen got you in at 13. Tina, I did see your 12. So let's count them down. 14 or more, you can take 1 or 2. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Probably late 40s. I'm thinking more toward the 50s. Maybe even into the early 60s, but no rust, no dents. They're still full, and they're of the little baby powder with olive oil, which I just think it's amazing. I love these. I love the color. I love everything about them. So really did end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Tina, you get first choice. Did you want 1 or 2 at your 14? And if there's 1 left, it'll go back to Karen. So, Tina, you get choice. You got 1 of them, Tina. Thank you so much. And they're identical. So, it'll just be 1 of them that goes your way. So, Miss Karen Lord, were you interested in the other one? And you can have the other one at your bid of 13. So, I'll watch the chat. Just say yes or no, Karen. And the other one could be yours. If you pass, we'll bring it back in a recap. Thank you so much, ladies.
All right. I have a non-Easter item for my next round. Although I did pick her up because I thought her little dress was cute for Easter, but bigger celluloid. Usually don't find them this big, or they're the carnival style with the little feather.
Amy,
yes,
did you see Karen? Yes,
Thank
Karen.
you, Karen.
I got you,
I was
Karen.
just
Thank
thinking
you
that
so
would be really
much.
cute with something on the top of it. But thank you,
Got you,
Karen. I
Karen.
appreciate
Thank
that. Thank you
you.
so much. So bigger style, and it is marked Occupied Japan, stamped on the back of her. I will show you that. But I usually don't run across these with any kind of clothing on. Usually they're naked, or they're covered with those feather flapper style dresses. But I really like I believe somebody made this little dress. It looks to be like maybe it was made out of a hanky, just the way that it is embroidered like that. It reminds me of a hanky. And I do think somebody made the little dress for her, but otherwise she's very good condition. Hello, Philomena. I see Phil is in and Celeste as well. Usually, I don't know, the paint is really good. She does have that gold finger wave hair. There's a little bit of paint loss on there. Not any major denting. That is usually the issue that I see with these. The only thing that I wanted to note, and I'm not sure, the strings for the arms, they're a little loose. I'll poke that little sleeve up there. They're not completely tight, which is not unusual. Sometimes the smaller celluloid ones that I do see more often have little loose arms in there, but they're not falling off or anything like that. And they're pretty much covered with those cap sleeves anyway. And we'll turn her to the side. There's a couple little marks, but again, like no major denting in the celluloid. She does stand on her own just fine. She's nice and flat-footed there on the back. And right in here, it's stamped made in occupied Japan right there on the back side. So she is a larger one. She does measure 9 inches tall by about 4 inches at her widest. Okay. So I thought she was cute for springtime. She looks like maybe she's getting ready to go to a wedding party, something like that, or a picnic in the park. I don't know. Philomena's in at 22. We're looking for 23 or more. They even went as far as to put a little snap on the back of the dress here, plus the little ribbon tie in the front. Whoever made this did a really nice job with it. So let's count it down for Phil and Celeste. We are looking for 23 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
She looks really happy, Amy.
She is. I'm happy with my dress, Jason. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for Karen's bid end to come in. And there it is. All right. So Celeste had a just in case of 27, but Philomena had a just in case of 28. So Phil, it's coming to you for 28. Phil, you missed my bunny cupie last night. I had one. I only got one made, but I didn't see you last night, so you missed it. I'm sorry. But thank you for the celluloid dolly. I'm glad she's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right.
$18, Amy. And
did you say 18?
18, and you're going to get them both. There are some condition issues, but I don't want to say like the rarity. The uniqueness of these, I think, make up for any damage. So this was very popular. There are fingerprints on the mirror. I'll clean them off before I send them. So it was very popular in the late 20s into the 30s for this blue mirror, okay? They used to make tabletops with these. They made all sorts of different things with the blue mirror, yes. So this actually has a fixed to it. It's actually screwed in. These are Chalkware. And you'll see on the back here, it's actually screwed in actually where the hanger is, but there is some condition issues. So 18, you're going to get them both. They are octagons. You can see there is a line here, right here. So I do believe that there is a line or it was damaged and somebody glued it back onto the glass, okay? But these measure 8 by 8, so you'll get two. And they're two different style flowers. So these would look great on a gallery wall. They would look great for spring, especially with the blue. Is that reading? Yeah, you can see the blue.
Yeah, it definitely looks like an icy blue.
Yes. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Like I said, they made tabletops with this blue. It was really in vogue. It was the thing to use all this blue glass in more, I'd say it was the late 20s into the 30s. So it has its original House of David sticker here on the back. So I think with that foil sticker, that helps us date it.
Hey, I know where that is.
They were. Do you know where that is in Michigan?
No.
Is that
it's about an hour and 45 minutes ish from me.
Yes, and thank you,
right on
Kim.
the Lake Michigan. Yeah.
And Kim, I do believe these are poppies. So I do believe we're heading into kind of the right season. So this would look great on your wall. And again, these are octagons. They're mirrors. They're actually nice and heavy. And that metal piece that holds it on is actually, there's a screw there in the center. So the screw actually holds on the Chalkware piece. And I know a lot of folks that collect Chalkware don't mind if there's damage. It's kind of accepted for it to be this.
I've never seen anything like that.
Neither did I. And that's what I'm trying to do. And it might be that maybe I'm dipping my toe in the water where I'm too out there with stuff, but I want to show you guys stuff that you've probably never seen before. And then you figure that you can work it into your home. So for $18, you're going to get both of these. And I can tell you that they're going to look great in a deco style home. They're going to look great in a 50s home, even in a modern style home. Now there is a little bit of hazing to the mirror. I'll show you on the other one, but honestly, due to the fact that you don't see these, I think the repair to the Chalkware is not that bad. So there's your first one with the red poppies. There is a little bit of wear, and there is that line. Hopefully you guys can, there you go. You can see the line going right through the leaf there into where the two white spots are. So it starts there, and then there's another one that goes down, okay? The integrity of these, I think, are fine, and I think they're going to ship just fine, okay? These, the next one, and you're getting them both. I do believe this is pink roses and a dogwood. So I do believe this is great for this time of the year, especially if you guys dig the 1930s kind of look. There you can see there is a little bit of wear to the mirror. That normally happens, with older style mirrors. So again, this is a really, really fun piece. The item is this is Michigan. Okay. Thank you, Kim. So we definitely know it's pre-1960s. And again, I think these are from the 1930s. So again, they're octagon. You're going to get them both. And they have this very sturdy metal hanger on the back. And then that flathead screw, which actually also dates it as well, actually screws directly into the Chalkware. Okay, so it actually screws into the Chalkware and holds the Chalkware on, which is onto the mirror. So these would be great on a gallery wall if you have other mirrored pieces. And again, I think they look very spring with the blue. And I will tell you, I just found a recent wall mirror in this blue, and they're very, very popular. Folks are starting to decorate with this again. And you can do a whole room in these because you can find tabletops. They made coffee tables. They made end tables. And if you guys see these other mirror pieces, they can command a good dollar because they're very collectible. So you can see it has the 8 sides. It is glass. So it is a beveled glass. There's no chips to that. There's just a little bit of wear. So, all right, I'm going to sit them to the side. We'll bring them back for the recap. But they were $18, and you're going to get them both. And they're stinking rare, and they're really unique. So
I just have never seen. Now I'm curious, like how many other flower ones did they do?
Well, they did
one. A Michigan manufactured piece. You'd think that I would see one somewhere over here.
What they did was they did 3-dimensional things. So they're more known for not the 3-dimensional with the Chalkware, but like they'll do the scene where they'll use a clear mirror and then it's like a swan on top of. So they did all kinds of artwork and pictures, and then they did those. So the audience isn't here for it. We'll take it where it is. So
I'll have to pay more attention when I'm out and see what other pieces
they're fantastic.
I run across. I've never ever seen anything like that. Okay. This is a new old stock. I don't run across things in packaging like this. If I do, it's Christmas. Usually don't see, I don't know, a few weeks ago, I had some little chickies in the same packaging, same package topper. Creative Creations made those little chickie pom-pom chicks in its original package. But this is, it's a bunny. There is a big old bunny doll in this packaging, and she's pink and purple plaid, which is pretty fabulous. I do know that this bunny comes in other colorways because I've seen it out of the packaging, but new old stock, and she even has a little hang tag attached to her ear inside on the back of the tag. I I was kind of surprised. Now, she's really nice and clean, obviously, because she's never come out of here, but very common with these mid-century things that glued things together. There's armature inside of the ears, and there's a little bit of that glue residue that is kind of discolored over time that is kind of seeping through. It looks to be like kind of a flannel material for the inside of the ear lining. So that is, you know, it just happens. I see it with knee huggers and Christmas ornaments and stuff like that all the time. It just happens with age, but otherwise she's like super nice condition. So she does have like a soft vinyl little face there. I'm going to try and make that plastic so we can see her face a little bit better. So she's got blue eyelashes, blue eyebrows, and then a little red nose and mouth. And she does have a little blushing on her face as well. Pink bow. She originally looks like she was sold at Walgreens for 99 cents. So I do believe that this dates to the late 60s, early 70s, this particular brand here. And her little purple felt is purple felt with like a little yellow and pink flower. And then her plaid suit is more of like a cotton fabric there. And her little collar and belt are more of that kind of felted flannel material. And there's the back of her. No bunny tail. They didn't give her a tail. So I cannot feel any armature in the arms, the legs, or the body, just on up into the ears. Okay. So the bunny itself, not counting the packaging. All right. I'm just measuring for the bunny. Measures 14 inches tall by about 5.5 at the widest that I could measure in there. All right. And I don't know if you're Team William, do you leave it in the package? Or you could easily take these little staples. There's just 2 staples holding this topper on there. I would remove the staples, save the topper, take her out, display her, and then put her right back on in there. And you can easily just staple it right back on. It's live your life, do what you want to do, but we'll leave that up to the winner. You'll have to let me know if you decide to take her out or not. Okay, KB's in at 31. Celeste was in at 30. So we're looking for 32 or more on the new old stock. Creative Creations Bunny Girl. All right. Well, I'm going to count her down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Well, hey, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. I've never seen one of these before, ever.
Okay, there is that bid end from Karen. Celeste, your just in case did come in after the bid end. I see it both in StreamYard and on my phone as well. So with the just in case of 47 KB, you didn't need it. So it is coming to you for 31. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $10 choice. And I got this fancy dancy Garden Guy Bill choice round board that was gifted to me from Bill.
Wow.
So let's see if I am.
That's an iconic board right there.
Let's see if I'm good enough to break this out and get off the trading wheels. So $10 choice, and I've appointed one of these Scrabble letters to each one of these fun little cupies. Each one has wings, and they're doing something different. So I thought little naked babies or little naked cupies are great to put in your spring displays. I also thought they went well with the powder. So they're going to be $10 choice. They are that bisky Japan style. And these are really highly detailed. Some of these companies, they didn't do such a great job. So this little guy here, the first one, he's thumb. He's sucking on his thumb. So I will show you here to the side. You can see the wings. So he is thumb. Mr. Guy here is really infatuated with his feet. This little guy here is doing a little bit of yoga. So he's doing a little bit of yoga. And this one has had the kind of year that I feel like the beginning of my year had started. So I will sit them down and show them to you up close. The first two measure about 3¼ inches. So there is no chips or cracks. They do have their little wings. So they do have their wings. They even have their little tufts of hair here in the back. All right. I do believe that they would have probably been marked Japan somewhere or had a little sticker, but that's long since gone. So this will be your first little one. Okay. I see you fill in a 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. He measures 3¼ inches tall. All right. So he'll be letter A. This one's going to be letter B. This one here, and they all sort of have similar faces. This one here is playing with his footsie. The bottom is about the same, and there's a little discoloration. Usually when I see that kind of discoloration, that means at one time they probably were cake toppers. I believe somebody used them as cake. It usually stains the porcelain that color. Even if you try to clean it, it seems to stain it. But there's nothing on the upside, that shows a stain or anything. And they're in very good, clean condition. So he's Mr. Foot. He will be number B. This one here, and you can see they all have their little cupid wings. This little guy here, I don't know. He seems very frustrated, but he's doing his little kick. Chubby little butt. He's got his little tuft of hair. And the measurement from the bottom of the hand to the top, that one is about 2¾ So 2¾ And then this one here has just had it with everything. He is just not happy. And he's a cupid as well. And he measures just about 2½ inches from belly to the top of the hair. So again, these are really detailed and really good condition. So we are in at 10 with Phil, and we'll hold up the board and we're going to go by letters. So thumb is going to be A, foot is going to be B, then this guy here will be C, and then little crybaby boy here, poor little guy, is going to be letter D. So let's count him down.
Having a bad day.
Oh boy, I've had one of those kind of throw down kind of days before. So let's go ahead and count them down. Thank you so much, Phil. We're looking for 11 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And Bill even left me an extra letter. So if I want to do a 5-choice round, I could. So, but it'll be A, B, C, or D. I see your 10, Phil. So we're looking for 11. There's the bid end. So Phil, how many of these little babies are going down under? Are we gonna send the whole crew down there? You can pick A.
It's a whole wave of emotions.
It is. A, B, C, or D, Phil. You want B and D. All right, so let me make sure we did that right. So you want B. So B was this one, and this one is D. All right, Phil, those are yours. We'll bring the other two back for the recap. Thank you so much. B and D.
Right. Yeah, crying Cupid's having a one swung vase week.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. This is going to be my highest start item for the sale. And if you guys haven't refreshed and you're here for the Knee Hugger Bunny, you might want to refresh. Okay. I have never come across one of these. I've seen them. Most of them I've seen were at the Midwest Holiday Show, but I've never run across one of these in the wild before, ever. I have some of the smaller ones that are about half his size. This is a nice, large bunny knee hugger. This was how they came. They did come in different colorways. I have not crafted with this, done anything to it. The only really notable issue with him is the chenille on the outer rim of the ears are discolored. But that is very typical for these. All the photos that I've seen of these guys, they do tend to always have some discoloration up there. Okay. So he does sit, although my board is probably not the flattest, but he does sit just fine on his own. And I see you guys. Let me get caught up on the chat. Thank you so much. All right. Sharon's in at 42. I see Celeste as well. So he is orange and yellow. There are a couple other different colorways for him. And he does have the soft, it's a little harder, but it is still soft vinyl, hand painted face. There are Christmas versions of this as well. and a white little collar and little hands there will outstretch him. And oh, he feels better. Sometimes these are sitting so long in that position, but I think he's really nice condition. Not really too much color fading on the felt that we sometimes see with the Christmas versions of these. Does have the a little original coated wire hanger there, and his little made in Japan sticker on his booty there. It is peeling just slightly on the back, but that's probably just from storage. So measurement for him, he is 7.5 inches tall to the top of his ears, and he is about 2.5 inches like at the widest point. And his hat is not supposed to come off as far as I know. I do believe it's probably glued on at some point in there. All right, but just the discoloration with the chenille. And I think I asked Jason, and he confirmed with me that usually they are discolored like that. Okay. So let me get caught up on the chat. I see Janine is in and Celeste is in at 46. So we're looking for 47 or more on the bunny knee hugger. Part of me really wanted to keep this, you guys, to do something crafty with, but I said no. I'm not going to do that because they're so hard to find. The only other, like, they also did the witch knee huggers. The same company did the witch ones, which are equally as hard to find. So Janine's in at 47. So we're looking for 48 or more on the bunny knee hugger. Let's count it down. Don't forget, if you have a bid in there, you're welcome to use the just in case. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
The colors are so vibrant on this, Amy.
I like the orange and yellow color combo.
Good one.
I really do. He can totally be not just for Easter too. I think he can be a spring and summer pixie, and leave out until you get your Christmas pixies out. Okay. And Karen, he got up for like 3 seconds and he's back to sleeping. Okay. He had to come out from his cave underneath the bed. All right. Let me go through the chat as I see it here. So Nikki had a 50 bid for the high. It looks like both Nikki and Celeste had a just in case of 60. Janine had a just in case of 58, but Miss Freddie Fines had a just in case of 68. So Sharon, congratulations. He is yours for 61. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Amy, $16 choice. And these are, I don't know who made these. I mean, these could be Shawnee, they could be American Bisque, I don't know. But I love mixing in different farm animals into my Easter displays. And I love these little pigs. They both of these are similar. They actually did shakers, so you can do all sorts of different things. So we have this first one in at 16. The colors on this is like a like almost a violet purple. We have some pink. You have the real Porky Pig kind of animated eyes, and he's got a fun little bow on him. And his britches don't fit too well because he's got like a little bit of a belly on him, which I love. So the basket next to him is a little planter. So you can use these for all sorts of things. You can use these for a planter. You could use this as a gift for somebody, or you could actually store things in, maybe pens, maybe you even want to put maybe swizzle sticks in there or something. I don't know if you want to use him as a little bar caddy, but he's in really good condition. He's really cute, probably from the 40s or the 1950s. He is three-dimensional. There you can see his cute little curly Q pigtail, and that's his arm wrapped around. So I don't know why he's got his little arm around his back. He seems like he's up to no good. So $16. This is going to be your first one. They came in all different colorways, and this one measures just about 5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So I love these. This is old school kitsch before they really got into the heavily detailed kitsch of the 1950s into the 60s. So that'll be your first one, $16. This one is really fun, and this one is really, really heavy. So he has a little glaze miss right here. He's working on the farm. He's doing something. He's got his wheelbarrow. This here feels like it's glazed. So I don't know if that was in manufacturing. Some of these were very crudely made, but I did hold on to both of these for the spring or for Easter's. Hello, Tippy Winks. Good to see you. So, I love this one. He's wearing, this is kind of almost a jadeite kind of green that they used. I love the butter yellow that they used on the wheelbarrow. And I love the look of on his face because he's just working all day long. So he is a planter. There is what the base looks like. I just think these are really cute. And I'm not going to say they're rare, but you don't see these all that often. So they're really fun. They're actually figurines, but they also double as planters. So because they are planters. So he measures 5 inches tall. So he is 5 inches tall and he is about 6 inches wide. So he's about 5
He would
by
be
6.
really cute, like for a coffee or a tea bar and hold your little packets of sugar.
Absolutely. And like I said, the other one, you could put the little straws in there if you want to, mix in your cream and your sugar. But again, these have very pastel, very spring style colors, and they are 3-dimensional. Look, he got a little pig butt going on there. And he is wearing suspenders. So there is a little bit of crazing on the inside. You can tell that they were used, but I just think these are really, really fun. And they're very nice, heavy ceramic. So this will be your second choice. You have a little pig buddy here with the wheelbarrow, and they do sit really, really nice. And I think they look great in all sorts of displays. And you can, of course, leave them out all year round. So there's the way he looks. Thank you, Glowy. Good to see you, Glowy. I see you in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. Again, this guy here, he's large. He's 5 inches tall. He's 6 inches across. This I know for a fact by his little bandana here. That is a glaze slip. A paint slip because it is glazed over top. Here, the majority of it is glazed, but I just want to note that. You can see that, but it does sit on the ground. So he'll be your second choice. He'll be Wheelbarrow. So we're going to call him Wheelbarrow. Super cute. And I thought they look really cute together. And then this was the first one that I showed you. This one's very, very animated. He has his little beanie hat on. And again, the two colors on here are purple and pink. Plus, they gave him a little belly button. And I think, I don't know if you guys saw, like I said, his pants, he can't close his pants because he's got such a big Buddha belly going on there. So, and he measures 5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So we'll just call him by color. We'll call this one pink. This one we're going to call green. So this will be green. This will be pink. So let's do a countdown. They do kind of look cute together. So we're looking for 17 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. What did I miss in there?
Kim said they would be cute displayed with Spam cans.
Oh my God, they would. Oh my God, they so would. And also maybe they'd look good with a canned ham coming into Easter. I don't know. But again, this one's going to be pink. This one we'll call green. I'll make it easier for typing. So 17 or more. Thank you, Glowy. Let's count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So you could put a big chocolate egg in there. Like he's bringing you, your Easter, your big chocolate egg. You could actually put an Easter bottle brush tree in this one if you want to. These are just really fun, and I think they look really great here in spring and for your Easter. So there's the bid end. So Miss Glowy, did you want the pink one? Boy, he's really looking and thinking, do you want me, Glowy, pink? Or do you want me, Mr. Green? Or did you like them both?
And it does look like the Piggly Wiggly logo.
Oh, my God, they do. They do. And they're just so kitschy and they're so good. And I love them. And they're doing different. He could be like the little brother. I know, Glowy. They're good. Thank you so much. I love them too. Thank you.
That's a tough choice.
Thank you.
They're staying together. They can be piggy friends.
Thank you.
Okay. This is something I typically don't bring, although it's kitschy looking. But I usually don't bring Italian pottery to live sales. Usually because I can't afford it. But what I can tell you about this, before I tell you the manufacturer for this, usually it's the cat creamers that I have found over the years. I found 2 of these in this style, and very similar looking to the Lipper and Man cat creamers, but this is a bunny. I had never seen the bunny one before. And this is Italian pottery. And I'll show you the bottom. So it is marked Italy, and this is by Fratelli Fanciulacci. Don't ask me to spell that for you. I can. It's Fanciullacci, Fanciulacci, Italian pottery. And this does date to the mid-century. They did start producing pottery in 1862 up through the mid-century, and then anything past that, they were taken over by another company. Okay, but all glazed on here. Now, the only thing, and I know that the rabbits are much harder to find than the cats. If you look up that Fratelli Fanciulacci cat creamer, you can see it's very similar in style with this kind of very hand-painted style glaze on here. There is an ear repair, okay? I could not leave it behind. I have looked at it a couple times previously where I bought this. I have not done the video for this particular shopping trip yet, but I couldn't leave it behind because I just have never seen the rabbits. And I actually couldn't find any of the rabbits for sale online either. So right in here is where the ear repair is. Again, it's pretty good repair. It's a little harder to see. It's a little easier to see from the back side here. There is a line right across there, but where you're going to have it facing front forward, that kind of blue-gray glaze that's in there kind of hides that line. But I absolutely love the way that this is painted. Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. It's just very stylized, and I really like that they continued the bow down to make the handle. And as far as I know, they only made this in this particular size. Unlike the Lipper Man made in Japan, cats in the style, they did a whole series of different sizes of little pictures. But as far as I can tell, for the cats in Italian pottery and the bunnies, they only did in the smaller size. So it is numbered. So it was limited, made in Italy. So it's, and I have had the cat creamers with this MBD marking. That was the particular artist that day. And if Fratelli painted it, then it will have an FF marking on the bottom. Mostly utilitarian pieces, big pottery vases, ewers, that sort of thing, bigger pictures you will see from this company, but they didn't do very many animal ones, but I do really like that style. Measurement for it, it is 5 1/4 inches tall to the top of the little ears, and about 3 1/4 this way. Okay. So I thought he was cool. I thought I would bring him. Maybe he can have a little Easter spotlight, something like that. Okay. So again, it does have a little ear repair right along in here, although it's done well and not very noticeable. Okay. Let's count it down. Let me get caught up on the chat. Paula is in. Thank you so much. And Nikki is back in there with an 18. So we are looking for 19 or more. And I'm going to count Bunny down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I have never, ever seen none of these, ever. And this is the same, it's not the same company that made the cats, is it? No.
So they did make cat ones. They did make cat ones, and they look nearly identical to the Lipper and Man.
That's what I thought.
Michael just had one for sale on Tuesday. I've had many different sizes of them. But the true way to tell is they're always going to be signed Italy on the bottom.
Gotcha.
They look very, very close. I should have had a picture prepared so I could show you, but I do not. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So looks like Nikki had the high bid at 18, had it just in case in there, but did not need it. Nikki, it is yours. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, this is my highest priced item tonight. It's going to start at $40 because you don't see these anywhere. And this is a crossover. So if you guys are into collecting baby toys, or if you're into collecting Easter and bunnies, this checks off all those boxes. This is a little baby toy from the 1950s or the 1960s.
Did they make a lamp like that, Jason?
What?
Did they make a lamp?
I think they did. And I know, well, it's the same company. I had an astronaut a few years ago. It's the same company.
Yes.
It has the little tag there, and I can never pronounce it right. Is it Curie? Is it Curie? I think it's K-R-U.
K-R-U-E-Y?
Yeah, I think they go
K-R-U-E-G.
Yeah, Keurig. I can never pronounce it right. But he's super cute. He's in really good condition. You can see that he has the satin details in his ears. His little body is made of satin. He is sewn so he can sit. And it is a plastic rattle top that is painted with this fantastic bunny face. I think it's super kitschy. I don't know if it's original because I couldn't find any other examples. He does have the millinery flowers, and he does have a bow around around his neck. So there's no damage at all. You can see here it is some pink satin here on the inside of the ears, and you have all kinds of fabric. So you have all kinds of kind of just the stuff, like a stuffed animal fabric. Words are tough tonight. So you have the blue of the little plastic baby rattle. You can hear that he does rattle, and he is just super cute. And again, the body is all satin, and it is pink. There are no pulls. There are no stains. These little, yes, plush, Karen. Thank you so much. The plush. These little baby toys are not too easy to find because they were meant to be played with. So the way this measures with feet down is 7.5 inches tall. Again, yes, Dawn, you are right. That's another point to make too. It seems that it was a baby toy. I don't think it was really ever played with. There is no scuffing. There is no damage to the paint on the face. The little millinery flowers, they are pink and yellow, as you guys can see. The original bow tie that holds it on. And then here you have the plush on the arms. And hopefully it's reading. It might be a little washed out. But the body is all pale pink, and it is a fun satin little body.
That is so cute.
Cute little feet. Definitely something unique. Like I say, I couldn't find any examples of this one online. Let me see if I put some black behind here, if it pulls out the pink a little bit more so you guys can see. I think it's really cute, really unique. It's one I had never seen before. Let's put some white behind it so we can see. Hello, Nikki. Good to see you, Nikki Moss.
Hey, Nikki.
The ears are pink. That's satin. The body is pink and satin. And the way he or she stands, it comes in at 7.5 inches tall. So, and then I love the fact that they used the blue baby rattle on. So you have not only the pink and blue, but you also have the white. The head moves a little bit, but you can't really twist the head. And I've been trying to feel here. I don't think it has like an arm, like where the baby would hold it. I think they actually just sewed the body around the baby rattle. So $40 if anybody's interested.
How are the ears attached?
The ears?
Curious. Yeah.
The ears are actually embedded into the plastic.
They're drilled into the rattle.
They're actually into the rattle. So this wasn't some made up, this wasn't some home job. This was actually manufactured. So I do believe it's from the 1950s or the early 1960s. I just think it's super cute. And I don't get baby vibes from this. I think this would look really, really good in your Easter display because I love the expression. I love the fact that it's a bunny. And I know a lot of folks that collect the baby rattles will leave them out all year round. So if you're into rattles or baby toys, you can leave it out all year round. And he looks really, really cute next to the little baby powder. I thought they kind of...
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
I think they played off each other pretty well, and I love the look on him. Hey, John, good to see you, sir. So $40 if anybody's interested. I know that seems like a lot. I did pay up for him because of the uniqueness of him, and I understand if someone doesn't think he's worth $40, but I think he is. I think he's in really, really good condition. No little youngin' nibbled on the ears or anything. All right, Amy, I see you in at 40.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, of course you're allowed. I'm telling you, this is super kitschy, and this is one of the things that when we save things for the holidays, some things catch our eye and we keep sitting them to the side. You know what I mean? And he kept getting sat to the side because I'm telling you, this is super unique and it's really cute. So I see your 40, Amy. Let's go ahead and count them down. We're looking for 41 or more. And if you're an active bidder, you can use it just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If I'm nitpicking, that might be a little scuff. I didn't want to magic erase it because if you do, it kind of can scratch this plastic and dull it down. So I'd rather let it there. But other than that, no condition issues. I think I'm going to live with Amie. I'm telling you, Amie, this guy, congratulations.
Actually,
Amie.
I'm not buying it for me.
Oh,
I'm going to have you send it somewhere, but I'll let you know where
okay.
you're going to send it.
All right.
It'll be a surprise.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Congratulations,
Right.
Amie. Thank you.
Okay. My next round's going to start at 18. And I have seen these, although I have not ever had the privilege to find them before. I have found some of the other animals in this, and these are gigantic shakers. These are gigantic light blue bunny shakers. And these are made by Kreiss, Kreiss. They did make several other larger animal shakers. And usually when they get this large, we start to call them range shakers. So they were meant to stay out like on your stove. So while you're cooking, you can season your food. Usually when they're this big, that's kind of their purpose. Okay. So I'm going to show you each one because they're very difficult to have on that board.
They are.
I mean, this is what we're talking about. This is like how big. I don't have any salt and pepper shakers, but I do have. She's pretty normal size shaker, although she's a belle. But you can see how much larger that is. Okay, and they are huge. And there's no chipping to these guys, and they are light blue. They're kind of like a grayish blue in color in person. They did make these in brown as well, and figurines in the size. And there's just a little bit of paint loss. So on the eye, there's a little bit of paint loss on both of the bunnies, mostly on the eye. Okay. But really good condition on both of them. And other Kreiss pieces that I have had, usually they would have a stamping, their little Kreiss down on the foot. And they were the only ones that I have ever found that uses this style of Japan paper label. I have had this on some of their Christmas pieces before. And a lot of times, I don't know, for whatever reason, that Kreiss just kind of fades off over time on some of the pieces. So that is bunny number 1 does have the stopper there. Okay. And bunny number 2 reminds me of Thumper in the way that it's posed. I think maybe they had that in mind back, when Bambi was the craze. I think they probably styled that after Thumper. I really like how that one is stylized. Again, there is a little paint loss on the eye on both of the sides, but no chipping. Okay. This one also has the stopper there on there. Okay. Measurement for these guys. This one here is 4.5 by 3.25. And this one is 5 by 4. All right. So they're quite large bunnies. They definitely, I think, as a Easter, centerpiece, you could put salt and pepper shake, put salt and pepper in these and pass the bunny for Easter dinner. I think that would be fun. But Nikki's in at 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. And you could put powdered sugar in them for waffles. Yeah, that would be fun. Cinnamon and sugar, you could do that too. All right, let's count bunnies down. We're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I actually bought these the day after Christmas.
Oh my God.
They've been hanging around since after Christmas.
I love their faces. They're so good. I
couldn't resist. All right. Just in case it's in there. And there's Karen's bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, Nikki, they are coming to you. Thank you so much.
Right. $16, Amie. And Amie, I forgot you won one of the enamel pins.
Yay.
So if somebody, got the
Yeah, but it's not coming to me. So you can either send it along or you can give it to somebody else if you want.
Well, and I'm sending you the powder from Karen Lord, so you can tell me if you want whatever.
Okay.
I found a dainty little piece of Fenton, which I thought would be great for your Easter spring decor. It is a pretty popular pattern. It is the melon style vase. So this I believe is probably 30s, 40s, and it is a smaller little size. You can tell it's a little ruffled vase. It's not really cased glass, although the way they made it, you can see that it looks a little whiter on the inside, but in person, it's just this gorgeous baby blue. It's a baby blue. So what's really fun about it is it has an original little sticker still on the bottom here. So I think that helps us date. That's very deco 1930s. It was a flower shop in Lancaster, Pennsylvania by the name of Bars. So it was Bars for Flowers, Lancaster, PA. I think that's really fun that that's on the bottom. So that might glow. Well, Joe, I didn't even check it out to see if it glows. So give me a minute here. The black light. Well, come on. It's glowing. It's just glowing purple. It's just really glowing purple. So, but this is a unique size. I usually don't find them this size. This comes in at 5 inches tall. So it's this cute little melon vase. This would be great for all different decors. It would be great to hold your flowers. I just think it's beautiful and stands alone. It's a very nice dainty. And again, it is called the melon vase because of the bottom there. So it is 5 inches tall, no chips or cracks. Then at the widest point, it's about 3¼ inches wide. So I was pulling things for my sale. I saw this and I thought this kind of went with my color look this week. And I just thought, this would be great to use in your Easter displays. If you have any of those Easter picks, you could put them in there. Of course, you could go out and get some gorgeous tulips maybe and pop in there. You could put some any kind of Easter style flowers I think would look really, really well in there, especially with the pastel colors. So there you can really see the concentrated color of blue down there on the bottom. I don't really want to say that it's necessarily cased glass, but it does read a little lighter once you get up through here. And you can see that it kind of does have a little hue of white on the inside. All of the ruffles are very, very symmetrical. Therefore, I do believe it is made by Fenton. Usually a lot of the other companies, when they crimped it, they were a little sloppy. But usually when they're very symmetrical and all of the little crimping looks even, you can pretty much guarantee it was Fenton. And Fenton was very known for this pattern. So again, I think the fun part is the sticker on the bottom of it. Very deco. Now my camera is throwing fits tonight. And again, this is glass from the 1930s. This would look very nice with your milk glass if you had some pinks, if you had some purples. And again, it would be great to use as a gift. So no chips or cracks. It is a piece of Fenton glass for just $16, but I'm not seeing any interest. We're going to sit it to the side and we're going to keep on moving. We'll bring it back in the recap.
I love that color blue for spring.
It's not that 30s Fenton is a little more difficult to get your hands on.
Okay, and we're going to go away from Easter for a minute. Oh, Kim's in. There's the lag.
All right, Kim, we'll do a really quick countdown. Thank you so much. So we'll do 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for a bid end. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Kim. Again, it's a really, really dainty piece. And these melon vases are very collectible. So congratulations, Kim. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. So it won't be coming to the recap. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. I was inspired by a couple weeks ago when we shared Catherine Young's tally card collection. I went into my ephemera and I brought some tally cards tonight to share. And I thought that these were a little bit Eastery just based on the way that they are styled. Now there's 4 total tally cards, so you're going to get them all together. I found them together, so I didn't want to break them up. And these are getting increasingly harder to find, tally cards in any sort of fashion. These are all nice condition. None of them have been used. And they're all the same. So we have this really nice stylized lady in her big skirt, her little parasol with flowers, And I like the fact that there's tulips and some spring flowers popping out. And I'll turn to the back so you can see what they look like. So they all have the little hang tag. These make great bookmarks too, because they have that little string there. So it just says tally, and the little numbered slots and stuff on the back. And they are from the Henderson line out of Cincinnati. They did do a lot of tally cards. They also did postcards and a lot of Halloween ephemeras. Pretty much all I know about that company. But there's 4 of these here, and they're all the same lady. And I just thought I would bring those tonight for some fun. I do love some tally cards.
These are fantastic. I'm telling you guys, these would be great if you decorated an Easter tree with these. I'm telling you, they make great ornaments.
The fact that sometimes this little string can go missing, but I mean, they would look, I agree. Like we talked about this when we were seeing Catherine's collection, that it would just make the coolest tree, just covered with a tally cards. I just think that would just make such a statement. And I would never want to put it away. I would want to just keep it out year round.
Those colors are so vibrant, so fantastic.
They do. And it is purple. That's not blue. It is purple, which I really like. Again, like I just don't see, like, especially in this time period, don't see a lot of purple stuff. Measurement for each of the cards are 5 inches by 3 1/4. Okay, so that's the sizing. They're a pretty decent size one. They did make much larger ones for these as well. There's fan ones. There's all sorts of different ones, which I think are fascinating. Just a cool thing that you can collect, and they don't take up a lot of room. Of course, I keep all my cards and ephemera usually in flat things or in boxes, and I just like to look for this stuff. If I'm not seeing any interest in these, that's okay. We'll bring them back at the recap. We'll get Jason going here.
Okay, $20, and you're going to get them both. And you're right, Kim. Very Alice in Wonderland.
There's Gail.
Very Alice in Wonderland.
There's Gail. All right, let's count them down for Gail. Oh, Kim's in. All right, so we're looking for 12 or more on the lot of 4, and we'll count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Sometimes the lag gets us too, you guys.
I have to keep, I don't know if other folks are, but I have to keep refreshing.
Yeah, my phone, I have to keep refreshing constantly. Karen, I see your bid end. Thank you so much. All right, so Gail was at 12. Kim was at a just in case of 14. So Kim, they are yours for 13. Thank you so much. All right, Jason, you said 20, right?
$20, and you're going to get both of these. I can't break this couple up. I think I sold a version of these last year, and I found another set because I bought a collection of pig banks, and these are little piggy banks, and these would have been the smash banks. So they don't have anywhere that you can take the coins out. So I'm not going to break them up. You have a Mr. and Mrs. I think these scream spring. I think they would look great in your Easter display. Here, what I love is that is a big old pipe hanging out of Mr. Piggy's mouth. So this is a pipe right here in his mouth. He has a very dapper yellow hat on. They did detail these with some gorgeous flowers. All of the colors on here are very pastel, very spring. Little to no crazing all over Mr. Pig. And remember, you're getting both of these. So there you can see the coin slot. Sometimes these also then would have doubled as razor savers. So I think maybe he could have been a razor saver because his slot is a little bit bigger. Sometimes they do mimic banks, but his slot's a little bigger, so he actually could have been a razor saver. I love the fact that the folks that created this gave him his cane, but of course he has to carry his cane in his bow tie that is around his little neck. So
yeah, how does a pig walk with a cane?
I don't know. Well, you shove it in your, you kind of shove it in right there next to your.
He gets up on his haunches there.
Absolutely. So he is marked Japan, little to no crazing. And again, there's no way to get the coins out. You would have had to break in these. So they are made of ceramic. And I do believe there's supposed to be a couple. They do look at one another. So they measure about
like
4
inches. His and hers banks.
What?
Like his and hers banks.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely. His and her banks. Or like I was saying, like you could have used him maybe as a razor saver. You know, a lot of the times they had, because his slot's a little bigger than hers. So if you can see, that just can be in the manufacturing. So in essence, you're getting them $10 each. So you're getting them both for 20. So the paint is in really good condition. There they painted on his little tail. So he's got a little curly Q tail. And they both measure about 4 inches wide. So about 4 inches this way. And then they're about 3 inches tall. So they're really kitschy. They're fun. You could leave these out all year. Again, like Amie said, his and hers. There is Mrs. Look at the darling little paint on the cheeks. Really, really kitschy. Why save your... I don't know, John. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't want people to get cut. I'm not too sure. So there you can see her flowers all over her. She is marked Japan on the bottom. Hers is marked made in Japan. His Japan's a little different. So, but they came together. I've seen them together sort of as couples. I want to keep them together. So $20, you're going to get them both. There you can see she has a pink bow. They actually painted her ears, detailed them in purple. Again, I love the look of surprise on their face. Minimal crazing. And again, these would look really great in your spring and Easter display. So again, they're about 3 inches. I'm sorry, they're 4 inches wide and they're about 3 inches tall. So you're going to get them both. And when you sit them just right, they do actually look at one another. So $20, you're getting both of the pig banks, both made in Japan. Not sure if it's the same manufacturer.
Those cute little faces.
I know. I mean, and these would make a great gift too. Like with Easter coming up, if you're going to fill an Easter basket for a young one, maybe you have a young boy and girl that's a niece, a nephew, and maybe you have some grandchildren or kids of your own. These would make fun little vintage gifts to put in their Easter basket so you could teach them to save. I don't know. What I would do is I would gift them this in their Easter basket. And then in my family, they used to hide the plastic eggs. And then you could fill the Easter eggs with coins. And then they could start filling up their little Easter piggy banks. I remember getting
Easter eggs with coins in them too.
Right. Teach them how to save. And it's a good way to give them a piece of vintage that you're not too invested in. That way, if they break it, but the goal is to give them something and teach them not to break it so it holds value. So $20, you'll get them both, but I'm not seeing any interest. God, I love the fact that they gave him a big whopping pipe sticking out of his mouth.
Personality. I like him.
So, and they're very cute, and they did paint them a little bit different, but no interest. We're going to sit them to the side. Let's keep it moving. We got some more rounds, Amie.
We do. Yep. Okay. This next round is going to be a choice. And it's going to start at 10. And I have 2 more of these children's hankies. I have 2 of them tonight, and they're definitely spring critter inspired. This is the first one, and it's a little ducks. And I might have had this one in a different colorway before. This one still has its original little all cotton sticker there at the corner. So Ducky's doing all sorts of different activities. This one, she's got a basket of eggs. And then she is walking in the rain with her purse, and she's got galoshes on. And this one, she's jumping rope. And then the big one here in the center. I like that they tied a little bow around her little chicky leg. I think that's cute. So the color for this, it's reading kind of weird on screen. It's like a goldeny yellow and then blue, with accents of pink and green for that one. So nice condition, no holes, no stains. Really nice condition on that one. And the second one, which is by the same manufacturer, same style, or maybe it was this one that I had a different colorway in. I can't remember. But this one's little lammies, and the colors in this one are like a lime green with light pink, dark green, and kind of a goldeny yellow. This one does not have the little cotton sticker like the other one does, but also in good condition, no stains, no holes. So we've got Sweepin' Lammy is doing some chores. This one is doing the laundry. Maybe I need to have that lamb come over and do my laundry. This one has baked a birthday cake. Happy birthday, Dusty. I baked a cake for you. And then big old Lammy there in the center. So I love these. I don't know. I have a soft spot for the children's hankies because there's so many different ones. There's actually a book. I have seen it. I've never purchased it, but I've looked at it. There's a collector's book of just children's hankies, and there's hundreds and hundreds if you can actually imagine. Measurement for these, they are 9.5 by 9.25. So that's the size there. I did not iron these. This was how I found them. Somebody else pressed them already. So I did not have to get the iron out for either one of these. But I'm not seeing any interest on those. We'll get Jason started, and we'll bring them back at the recap.
$14, and you're going to get all 3 of these. These are Chalkware figurines. I'm not sure the exact era. I'm sure they're probably 50s or prior.
Okay. There's the lag again. Sorry. Okay. All right, Caroline, we'll count them down for you. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Helen, it's a rabbit hole. If you really start digging for it, you
There's
will.
A lot of them.
There's so many different ones. All right. There's Christmas children's ones, Valentine's. Yeah, there's all sorts of ones. Okay. Caroline, let me know if you want duck or lamb or both. And if Caroline doesn't take both, I'll bring whatever's back for the recap, and then we'll get Jason started. Okay. Thank you so much.
$14, Tina. Amy. Gosh. All right. You're going to get all 3 of them. She's taking the duck, Amy.
All right. Thank you, Caroline. We'll bring the lamb back.
You're going to get all 3 of these. There is no major damage to any of them, but you're going to get a little ducky friend. You're going to get a little baby chick, and then you're going to get a larger chick. So I think these are really fun. I don't find a lot of Chalkware Easter pieces. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is. You can see that line there on the bottom is actually in the mold. So again, 14, you're going to get all 3 of them. So we're going to keep all 3 of them together. There's no major damage. If you guys are looking for more of a primitive style, maybe a cottage core style Easter, I think these would look fantastic. Put a little bit of Easter grass in and pop them in an Easter basket. So again, you're getting all 3 for $14. So Critter Girl, thank you. I see you for 14. We're looking for 15 or more. The chick measures 4 inches tall, and then at the base, it's about 3 inches. So again, if there's any crudeness to it, that's the way they were made. So you're going to get him. I love Duck Friend because Duck Friend has a very, very
oh my gosh,
very 1950s kind of comb over, almost like an Elvis Presley rockabilly kind of feel about him, and I'm here for it. So I don't know if they were insinuating that the duck and chick were supposed to be a couple. I don't know, but I'm here for it. And here is Mr. Duck Friend. Again,
he's like a greaser duck.
He is. He's like, I mean, he definitely is grease lightning. Like, look at, I mean, I don't know what I've never seen.
Danny Zuko.
Like, hey, you talking to me, Amy? Hey, you talking to me? Hey, quack, 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 quack. So again, no chips or cracks. They both have those weird little indents, like almost on the back of hello, Tracy. It's funny. I'm showing a fella here with like John Travolta comb over there, and Tracy pops in. So the duck measures just a little taller than the chick. So it's about 4.25 inches tall by about 3 inches wide. So, and then a little chick friend here is just a little brighter colored. So just a little brighter colored. Hang on, Critter Girl. I'll do a countdown here in a minute. So we're still in with Sandra and at 15. So we're looking for 16 or more. And that one measures about 1.25 inches tall. So 1.25 inches tall. So again, you're getting the whole little family, the whole little clan. I love these. And again, it's super hard for me to find Easter Chalkware. They did bunnies, they did knotters in this era. I don't find them that often. So let's do a countdown. I see you, Sandra, in at 15. So we're looking for 16 or more. And again, you get all 3. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Sandra. I see you're 21. So we're looking for 22 or more. Critter Girl, if you want to put in that just in case, you can. I see a Critter Girl in at 22. I see Perry in at 25. Right before that bid end. Whew. All right. And you get all 3 of them. So we'll sit them down here. Thank you all for the bids. But Perry Hughes, it's coming to you. You get all 3 for 25. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Okay. My next round is not Easter, although she could work if you want her to. I do have a little bell, a Southern Belle, if you will. She is actually called the Southern Belle. She's a Joseph Originals, and I've actually had her before. So she is ding-a-ling, nice,
That
lovely.
frightened me, Amy.
Yeah,
Ready.
the dinner bell.
Woo!
If you ever find a bell and it sounds muted like that, there is some damage to it. So FYI, if you're out and about and you find a bell and it's kind of muted and it's kind of like a dense sound, it's not that really nice ding-a-ling. There is some hidden damage there. Okay, but she does not. She's in really good condition. There is a teeny tiny little pinpoint flea bite right up here on the rim of the hat. It's very, very tiny. And there is that a little flea bite? Yeah. Back here on the back, there's also a tiny itty bitty one on the back of her hair. Otherwise, there's just a little bit of crazing present on her, but she is actually called the Southern Belle Lady. There is a series of these different colorways, different flowers that Joseph Originals did. And I can tell you that there is a Joseph Originals signature and the little black and gold foil sticker there on the inside. She is dressed in pink with pops of gold, and then these little tiny blue flowers on her dress are kind of little applied later. They're little three-dimensional flowers here, along with the little two tiny blue ones that are up in her hat. They are kind of raised out of the mold from the flat part of the hat and the dress. The white one here is kind of more molded in, not as three-dimensional, but all pops a little gold in there. And then she just has the little bow kind of tying her dress together in the backside. So she's not super large. She is more toward the size of the Joseph Original month girls that I'll have dresses, and then they have a little rhinestone for each month down at the bottom. Measurement for her, she is 3 3/4 inches tall by about 3 inches wide at the bottom of her dress. Okay, so I see Sandra is in. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 17 or more on the Joseph Originals. And again, real quick, there is a teeny tiny flea bite on the rim of the hat right there. And there is a very tiny one as well right there on the back. Not super noticeable, I would say. All right, let's count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Oh, Parm is just snoozing away back there. He hasn't moved.
Been so windy this April. I feel for her. She's holding on to her bonnet with her hand.
Holding on to her hat. I know. It was super windy here today, too. All right, Sandra, she is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
$16, and I had never seen these before, although I've seen a lot of left in pieces. So these are little salt and pepper shakers. These double as figurines because of where they have the holes. So for 16, you're going to get them both. They're really cute for spring. They're these dapper little Mr. and Mrs. Duck. They're also great for Easter. So she has, which is a tag you do not see often here. It is the Lefton Made in Taiwan sticker, which is one you just don't see.
Don't see that one.
You don't see that often. And again, there's no damage to these. So they are bisque. They are very heavily detailed. You can see that they did a very good job here with the eyes on her. She's a butter yellow here color. She has this lavender little apron that she's wearing, and her little holes are right up here for the shaker. So she's a 3-hole. They even gave her this cute little flower as if it's a little bonnet on top of her head, or like a little bow with a little flower atop of her head. I love the way how she has her wings kind of crisscrossed, like she's kind of a little unhappy with her mister. So, and they measure 3 inches tall. So $16. These are really fun shakers. These would be great. You can actually use them for Easter. And he, oh my God, do I love him. So he has a purple little bow tie on him, and he is wearing this little purple style vest. I just think he's fantastic. Look at his little green little beanie style cap that he's wearing. He is a 2-hole. No chips or cracks. Very detailed because, you know, they're Lefton and they are bisque. So they both have their stoppers in the bottom. Again, he is 3 inches tall, but again, I think these would be great for Easter. It's fun to mix in your roosters, your chicks, all sorts of different things in your Easter display. So if someone could just put something into the chat to make it move, I don't know. I feel, there we go. Thank you. $16 start. Yes, thank you, Kim. I don't know. My phone timed out on me, so I wasn't seeing any movement in the chat. So 3 inches tall. Again, they are made by Lefton. So they are Lefton Taiwan. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. So 140 some people. Come on, guys. Chat with one another. Keep that chat moving, even if you're not interested in my crap. So we're looking for $16. Again, these are fun bisque figurines, or they're shakers, but they could be used as figurines if you want to. There we go. Now we're moving. It always scares me when the chat's not moving. I know,
because it's been freezing a lot.
Yeah.
I have seen. So,
and again, that is your 3-hole. So, and if I belabor and talk, it's because I'm waiting for that chat to move. I don't know how bad our lag is. So I will recap one more time. My chat has frozen. Yeah, it's really bad tonight. So again, these are salt and pepper shakers. Thank you, Caroline. Salt and pepper shakers in really good condition. She is not happy with him, although in typical fashion, he's totally oblivious to what's going on. So she is very annoyed, and he just seems like he's having such a great day. It is, guys. So, and thank you all for hanging out with us. For the fact that we've had 150 to 170 of you guys, what does that say?
Peppercini.
Yes. So the fact that you guys have hung with us through this lag, we appreciate you so much, and thank you so much. And the way it's been freezing. So, Caroline, let's count this down. If anyone else is interested, we're looking for 17 or more. And again, these are bisque shakers. They're probably 1970s or 1980s.
I pinned it up on the screen. I don't know. I didn't type it into the chat. I just reused mine. So it was up farther. You didn't see a new one go into the chat because I just reused one, but it was highlighted on the screen.
Gotcha. All right. So, Caroline, thank you so much. We got you in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. Let's count it down so we can move on. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. My camera's acting hinky tonight. Does not want to focus. That's why we keep playing trombone here, forward and back. Forward. There we go. Forward. Wait, back and forth. There's our bid end. Caroline, thank you so much and congratulations. The duck shakers are yours. I think they're sweet.
Okay. I will not do that again. I won't reuse a previous start bid so you guys don't get confused. I will not do that again. I'll just type it in. Okay. My next round is going to start at 10. And I had some of these last year. I had a Mr. Duck, Mrs. Duck, and a bunny one last year. This was the only one that I found this year. It's a little candy box of this really dapper ducky. And maybe he's friends with Jason's pig bank because he's walking with a cane too. And he's got spats on. That's not something that you say. I know. Hey, buddy.
Do I know you? Oh my.
Spats. When do we see spats on anything? Like, I have some trauma associated with spats and marching band. So
gotcha.
I just don't see that like represented in drawings very often. And he's in his waistcoat. He's brought some flowers. He's just a dapper dude. And it's just plain. Last year I was not able to identify like a manufacturer for this. Although I suspect it's probably Whitman, something like that, or Russell Stover. But it's just plain yellow here on the sides there. There's a little bit of bending on this little kind of cutout where the flowers are. But the box here, there's the inside, probably had some liner paper or some little cups that originally came in there. But it is just kind of empty. This one corner does have a little bend to it right there. And the nice thing about this one, it does stand on its own. Unlike the little bunny tin, this one will stand just fine on its own. So easy to put in the backdrop, or fill with some goodies. That's what I would do with it, is actually fill it and gift it. And measurement for it, it is 7.5 inches tall. So it's a good size, and about 5 inches wide. I did not measure how deep the box is, though. What can you fit in there? So it's like 1.25 inches in there. So you could definitely fit some Reese cups in there. Maybe some Cadbury eggs, the little ones, the candy coated ones, the royal ones. Those are my favorite. Or some little Twix bars, something like that. You could fit something in there that is small. Or ephemera. I do think that a postcard would fit in there pretty good. I'm not seeing any interest in that. We'll go ahead and move it along, and we'll get Jason over here. Robin's eggs, yes. Those.
$10, Amy. $10, Amy. Sorry to make you put it in there again, but $10. This is no ordinary Jeff egg. This is a higher end Jeff egg. So this one is actually made in France. This one is Limoges. And for $10, it's in very good condition with no chips or cracks. It's actually double-sided here. So I do believe I believe it is a transfer, but there is some hand painting. There's almost like this moriage. It's a little bit of textured, like 3D paint. You can see some of the white on there and some of the white up there. I believe that's an iris, and I believe we got a rose and some other spring-style flowers. So it's very clean on the inside. It is porcelain. I will show you where it's marked here on the bottom. Hopefully that focuses so you guys can see that it is Limoges. It's made in France. Limoges. Fancy egg, but these are fun. You could put a little kitschy little peep coming out of there. This would make a gorgeous gift for somebody if you're, going to go to someone's house for Easter. Maybe you want to give them a little gift, because you're coming over to say thank you. And again, it's in super good condition. I can't really tell you how old it is. I speculate it's probably 1980s, maybe 1980s. So the size of it is 4.5 inches tall. So it's a very nice large style egg. Thank you. I love the colors too, Joe. So it's 4.5 inches tall, and at the widest, it's 3.5 inches wide. But I think this is just a gorgeous piece. You could leave it out definitely all year round if you want to. I love the fact that it's double-sided. That way, wherever you put it, you have something on either side. You can see it has this gold enamel-style paint. There's no paint missing up here around the rim. And again, it is super clean on the inside. So just $10. They even did detailing down here around the feet. And again, I normally don't bring these cracked eggs to lives, nor do I normally pick them up. But this one is really, really fancy. And I think this would look really great in a fancy, if you do like a Victorian style, or if you do more of an earlier style Easter. And the one last idea I had before we move on is that these cracked eggs would be fun if you had an ephemera holder. You could put an ephemera holder in there, and you could actually put some of your Victorian postcards, or maybe some tally cards or anything like that. And I think it's actually going to look well with it. Like if you had Amy's tally cards, her colors would have made this pop even more. So
I think they would look good together.
I think the vibrance of that. So it'd be great for Easter or spring, but we'll sit it to the side. Oh, if somebody were to claim this was my last, I just wanted full transparency because I had 3 of these. This one would have come with the last giveaway. So we will bring that back for the recap. Okay. Over to you, Miss Amy.
All right. Well, I'll put it in again. Okay. My book's going to start at 10. And I've not seen this book, but this is made by the Ideals Publications. So usually they were magazines that came out that had poems and stories, decorating ideas, that sort of thing in it. But this is a hardcover one. And it's called Down Easter Bunny Lane. I immediately loved the cover of this with the honeycomb eggs and the little flocked bunnies. I've actually had that bunny before, that same bunny holding the carrot. It's like flock ceramic, that bunny is. And then we've got a blue in here and the jelly beans. This is from 1962, okay? But Jason, look at this.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Look at the back of this.
Oh my God, I want them.
I love those. That right there alone is like a backdrop, like
God.
It's good. It's really good. Okay. MJ, I see you. Okay. What I want to say first, there's a little wear at the corner of the binding right there, but it is that laminated. So you know, it's really nice condition on the cover. So let's get on the inside. So nobody wrote in here. Look at that little duck up there in the basket. I'm not going to go through the entire book for sake of time, but I did want to show you a few of my favorite things in here. So there's a couple inserts of these little bunny poetry pages here with just the cutest little bunny illustrations. And it's kind of like green. It's green ink printing on there. Hang on. And then there's several different stories throughout of the actual real life animals. I've had these actual books of the animals dressed up in clothes. Look at Kitty's bringing the Happy Mail. Look at that. I have no idea how they got these animals to do this. But there's it's the 4 kittens, the 4 puppies, and the 4 bunnies, I think. Little golden books of these.
Amy,
I've had them before of the animals, but look at that.
Amy, I know how they did it. When we're done with the live, I'll explain it to you.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't want to know. But oh my gosh, Karen, look. The bunny's got chicken driving the cart, but they're just so cute. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead because there's more of that in here, but there's a couple other things I wanted to show real quick. Oh my gosh, look at all the kittens. Stop it.
Yes, Dusty. Nail on the head, Dusty.
Okay. Let me switch ahead. Oh, speaking of cat, Parmesan is awake. We've got the Easter letter with the little bunny. Look at that bunny. I love that illustration with him in there. Let me skip ahead. There's more of those real Easter bunny stories, but Jason, there's styrofoam in here.
Oh my God.
Look.
Oh, Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Those are my favorite kind of.
Look at the styrofoam.
I want to live in this book.
And that looks like the background with the daffodils is like that corrugated cardboard, you know, like you would see like in the classrooms on bulletin boards. That's what that is in the background. Just cool. God. Just cool. Anyway, and in the back it says some of the other publications that you could get. Anyway, but this right here is just really the money.
I thought in your preview that this was I thought you were going to sell honeycombs because I saw it and I thought it was a package that held honeycombs.
It wouldn't fit in the whole thing. All right. MJ is in at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Just love these. Maybe I don't want to know. I just love them. They just are cute.
They already said it in the chat, Amy.
Oh, did they? Taxidermy? Yes. Really?
Yes. They're not alive.
Okay. Burst my bubble. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. MJ, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
I'll stick with my books now, Amy. $10 choice. $10 choice. This is the larger golden book one. It's starting to, usually these can go for a lot more than that. This one has a little bit of water damage, but I think it's minimal. And this is one of the larger Peter Rabbit books that I don't see too often. They did publish it a couple times. First of all, let's tilt it. You can kind of see, so it's $10 choice. I got 2 different books for you to choose from. You can see there's a little bit of water damage right here. Maybe you can just see it rippled a little bit. And it rippled a little bit on the back, okay, right here, somewhere it sustained a little bit of water damage. But it's a really fun book. This is one of the larger golden books. This one measures 12.5 by 9.5. This is the, oh, goodness gracious, did I write it down? It's from 1973, so it is the 5th publishing. So $10. It's the full entire story of Peter Rabbit. And again, you can see there is a little discoloration right here and a little rippling. Okay. But for $10, I thought it would be a great addition as a backdrop. I think it would be fun to actually use and give to a little one. So here, I'm sure you guys are very familiar with the whole story of Peter Rabbit. and this one is from 1973. Truth be told, when I purchased it, I didn't realize it had the water damage. And with closer look underneath the lights, I can see it has some water damage. So $10. This will be your first choice, although none of the pages are stuck together. And I still think it displays beautifully. So this will be your first choice at $10. And I believe it had its original price tag here on the top. So $10 on that. That'll be your first choice. This will be your second one at $10. And I believe that this is a later printing of this same exact by the same exact company, and it's printed by M.A. Donahue and Company of New York. This one would have been a hardback for the original printings, and then later they made a soft copy of it. So I do believe this one is on the older side. I believe this is probably from the 1960s, but it is a reproduction of the earlier one. There's no other numbers on the inside to exactly tell me when the book is from. So this will be your other choice for Peter Rabbit at just $10. Again, this one is very, very illustrated like
the cover on that one.
Like the Beatrix Potter style. This one is like a different depiction of it. This one is more of the American, like kitsch take on it. So I thought for Easter, they would both be fun. This one measures, and again, $10 choice. $10 choice. This one measures 12 by 9 3/4 across. And again, it has these realistic style illustrations throughout. No funky odors, no funky smells. This one has some pictures that are in black and white, but then it also has some of the pictures. I'm pretty sure I just saw it. I thought a few of them, yes, a few of them are in color. So some of them are in color, but there's no interest. Let's keep it moving, Amy.
Okay. All right. This will be our last round, official, and then we will do our recap. And then we'll go into, well, we're going to see, oh, Critter Girl's in. There it is.
Okay.
I was waiting.
All right, just with the lag tonight, I feel like I don't want to hold us up. If no one wants it, they don't want it. So we'll count it down. Again, it's on choice. There'll be $10 choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. We're going to make this easy, girl. We're going to make this easy. Critter Girl, at your bid of 10, you'll end up taking them both, so you won't have to choose. They're both yours for $10, Critter Girl. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Make it easy on you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now, this is our official last round here. All right. $10 for me for the last round. And it's well, I'll type it in again. All right, so this is for the lot. So this is not for choice. All right, so like earlier, I had a lot of bunny cards. This one is all ducks. All right, so there's 4 different cards here, and there's 2 of these Mary cards. So these are early mechanical cards. So they're meant to just kind of rock back and forth. And I'll just show you. It's a very simple like tab system. On the back, they do have the little flaps that can bend back, so they become a little easel card. So we've got Mr. Duck for the first one, and he's kind of kissing baby on the head. Number 2 is Mama Duck, and she has went shopping. Looks like she went to the hat store with her little hat box, and her little head bobs back and forth and says a happy Easter. Again, an easel card. And number 3 is this style of card with the little ducky and the bunny peeking out of the basket. And then we've got bunnies doing yard work here on the inside. That one is just kind of a fold out style card. And then the last one is little ducks here. MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. This one, all the little duckies here on the front are flocked. So they have that fuzzy texture to them. And the purple flowers have some gold glitter accents to them. We'll open that one up. We have a cute little ducky on the inside. And that one does have a date of 1953 on there and the little purple flower on the back. All right, so that's the whole lot of 4 ducky cards. And you're going to get the lot. All right, so MJ's at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just watched on my phone. When I was at 15 counting, I just put the first card in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad the lag is.
I've actually had to close out almost every round.
I have. Like, I have been refreshing my phone constantly, too. Oh, man. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, MJ, they are yours. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20. And guys, thank you. It can get frustrating. We appreciate you so much for hanging out. 20, you're going to give them both, okay? Because when I bought them, I didn't realize that somebody had glued the head back onto one, but they still display beautifully. These are made in Japan. They are the silk ball little chicks, okay? Now, they probably had longer little feathers on their head, but they're long since gone. So it might not be reading right, but the bodies are like a pink and a purple, okay? So you get them both for $20. Very good condition overall. You can see where they did give them, a lot of the times the beaks get ruined, but the beak is in very good condition. You can see that they used some chenille pipe cleaners on the feet. They are marked on the bottom here. Now, what are they? Okay, so these are Taiwan. This one is made in Taiwan, the Republic of China. And that one, I think faintly you can see that one is marked Japan on the bottom. So that one is Japan. So you get them both for $20. That makes them $10 each. The body on this one is like a purple. Then the felt is yellow all the way around, and they both measure about 3.5 inches tall. You can see that some of the feather has disintegrated throughout the time that they're stored. That's an easy fix. Since I have fur babies, I don't want them to have those big feathers, so I'm all right with that. So you can see it has some green details here on her bonnet. Again, really cute. $20.
She's got little hair up in there too, Jason. I have one of these.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Amy. She does. She has a little bit of yarn hair up in there, and you can move the bonnet around if you want the bonnet up, or you can move the bonnet down. Actually, I kind of liked her like that a little bit more. She's like very surprised. So you're going to get her. This is the one when I purchased it, I didn't realize that they hot glued the top on, but this one reads, is getting washed out, but this one is more pink. And this one here has some blue details. And again, these are factory made, and those are the felt little wings, little tail feather. And then of course you have the little bonnet. And let's see if we can make this bonnet open up a little bit more too. And this one has the, and this is actual pipe cleaner. That's not yarn. That's a little wound up pipe cleaner here for the hair. That one, I believe, had a pink feather, but it is long since gone. So, I mean, if you want to replace them, you can, but this is the way I found them. And I do believe that one is Japan. So we have a Taiwan and Japan, although next to each other, you couldn't tell. You'd think they're from the same era. So thank you, Karen. I see you're 20. You'll get them both for one money. One is more purple, one's more pink, but you get them both. And I love collecting these. So 20.
One wants to dance.
Yeah, it does. Yay! I'm going to get adopted. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. This one's leaning over like, girl. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt my countdown. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. She's like, girl, you're not kidding me. He did what? Over by where and what? It's like, let me tell you what. Oh, and you can see the eyes are a little different between the Taiwan. So Miss Karen G, they're coming to you. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, they just went to the salon and got their hair done.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, girl, let me tell you.
All right. We are going to do recap. Now we'll bring back anything that was not claimed for a last chance. And if you want to claim anything, do make sure we'll give you a brief description. Again, note any kind of issues. If you want to claim something, type in the item plus the price down into the chat, and we will give it a moment. If there is more than one person that's interested in claiming the same item, we will do a quick countdown to break any ties. It will just turn into a regular bid round. If there's more than one person bidding, you can use just in cases, all that stuff. Okay. So recap time, we'll let Jason go first, and then I will go. All right. Ooh, that
Well,
is
hey,
not the
hello.
right button.
That might be good to show the bunnies then.
Oh yeah, show the bunnies.
Do you want to do the? We'll do the bunnies later then. Do you want me to show them now? There you go.
Show the bunnies. Oh my god.
There you go. There's my small little collection of bunnies. So
oh, I love them.
And right there in the middle, that's the handmade that Amie made me. And then right next to it, Gavin and Karen gifted me that bump chenille bunny. So they got added to the display as well. So
love.
Okay. That one in the middle, I got to do something about his neck. He keeps leaning a little too much. He's not paying attention. He's like
trying to jelly beans.
He looks like a big jelly bean. So, all right, I had some of the Cupies left. So they'll be $10 each, and we'll have to go by thumb. So this one's going to be thumb and $10. If you're interested, and they are bisque, I believe they're probably Japan bisque. You can see their wings. He measures about 3 1/4 inches tall. So if you want him, he'd be thumb $10. He's angry. So thumb $10. This one is going to be called kick $10. He's not happy because I think he has a Charlie horse. I'm thinking that's what happened there.
I've had a Charlie horse like that myself.
Yep. And I've made that face before. So this one's going to be kick. And this one is a Cupie as well. $10 kick. $10 kick. I had my for my choice round with rabbits. This is the pink Occupy Japan. He might look white, but he's definitely a pale pink. This one we'll call Rabbit, $10, and it is made in Occupy Japan. So this one would be pink, $10 if you're interested. I had my cracked egg. So you could put egg, $10. It is made in France. It's made in France.
Limoges.
And it's Limoges. So that one measures just about 4.5 inches tall. That one comes with my other giveaway for the evening. I got you, Dusty. Thank you so much. So that's $10. You can put egg, $10. And then for $20, you can have both of the...
We got 2 people in for the rabbit.
Okay, let's keep it fair then. Let's do a quick countdown. So we're looking for 11 or more on the bunny. Boy, the lag. So I will count down in rhythm if I can. So we're looking for 11 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see Critter Girl for 12. So we're looking for 13 or more. And again, he's Occupied Japan. I see you, Dusty, for 13. Thank you so much. And we're just waiting on that bid end. Boy, the lag is real tonight, folks. There is the bid end. And Critter Girl, your 14 came in right after the bid end. Thank you both, though, so very much. Then my last item to recap is I have the 2 pig banks. They are like the smash banks because there's no stoppers. So if anyone's interested in these, you're going to get them both. Going to get them both for $20. You can just put pigs 20, and you'll get them both. And thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I will get myself over here. I had, let's see. I had the children's hanky with the lambs. Great condition on it. No holes or stains. So little lammies doing different activities. 9.5 by 9 3/4 on the hanky, right? Yes? No, 9 1/4. Okay. No. That was 10. So you can put hanky 10 if you want to claim that for the little lammy. And then I had the duck candy box. And this was also, Nikki, I see you for, I see 2 people in. I see Wendy and Nikki both in for the hanky. So let's do a countdown. We're looking for 11 or more on that. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Okay. All right, I see Nikki's got a just in case. Wendy came in there with a 14. There's the bid end from Karen, and Nikki, you came in with your 15 after the bid end. So Wendy Harmon, I think it is yours for 14. Congratulations. Wendy, have you purchased from me before? I might have asked you that already, but if you haven't, just make sure and email me. Thank you for that. Let's see. Let me write that down real quick. Oh, Wendy. Okay. Congratulations on that. Okay. So then the duck box, and I did see Gabby put in duck, but I don't know if I said the price yet or not. But the duck candy box just has a little bending here on the edges. I do not know the manufacturer, but it's originally probably came with some cellophane wrapper with the identification on it. But this was 10. Oh, yes, Wendy, you're right. You're right. Thank you. This was 10, so you can put in duck 10 if you want to claim the candy box. It does measure 7.5 by 5. Okay. All right, Gabby, I see you at 10. And I'll just give it a moment because the lag is just crazy.
It's crazy. We haven't had lag like this.
Because it seems like every time we've moved. Yep. There's Lisa too with the 10. Okay. So we'll do a quick countdown, ladies. So we're looking for 11 or more on the duck. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Spats and all.
Lag's trying my patience tonight. Let me tell you what. Man.
Okay. Bid end is in. All right. So it looks like Lisa was in at 12. Gabby was at 15. Gabby put in a just in case. There's Karen's bid end. Lisa said she was out. So Gabby, you didn't need your just in case. It is yours for 15. Gabby, have you purchased anything from me? Like, I know you in the chats, but I don't know if you've ever purchased anything from me. So make sure and email me. Thank you. Okay. All right. Whew, we did it. Whew, that lag. Man.
That was rough tonight. And guys, thank you so much for bearing that and hanging with us. Like that was, I don't know that we've had a lag like that.
It's been a while since it's been quite that bad. And seriously, like refreshing after every round on my phone, and it's just you have it. I think it's been a while, Gabby. I think it has. But thank you so much. Okay. Now, before we move into our community share, reminder about invoicing. I'm going to be doing mine tomorrow, so you'll see something from me tomorrow. And don't forget to look in your packages for your scratch off for a prize. There's going to be different prizes on these, so don't forget to look for this if you purchased tonight or last night in your box. And Jason's got bunny giveaway pins.
Yes. And Amy, I forgot. Can I mention something I'm doing next week? I want to make sure I plug it before I forget. Yeah. So I'll be doing all my invoicing and everything on Saturday. And next Tuesday, I'll be over on Instagram. I was invited back. I'm sure you guys know Viv of Ron and Viv Sell Vintage and Loretta out of our nest. They do Margarita Tuesdays. So I was invited, and you guys need to wait for the promos to see who the other guest is. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. You guys will have to watch for the promos to drop to see who the other person is that I'm selling with. It'll be a good time. So if you're free on Tuesday, I know y'all are over here because I'm here too on YouTube, but you can use 2 devices and watch multiple people sell vintage. So thank you, Amy.
Okay. So big thank you to Karen G for doing our bid ending tonight. And thank you, Kim, for helping out in the chat. Both of you ladies, appreciate you so much. And we're going to move into our community share, and it's a doozy tonight. The boys at Countryside. Oh, I forgot. I put this in here, Jason.
Yes.
The Fratelli Fanciolacci cat.
Yes.
Doesn't it look like the Lipper and Man cat?
Yes, it does.
Very stylized, but it's not. This is the Italian pottery version, but very close to the Lipper and Man. I forgot. I meant to show that a long time ago. I didn't. Okay. The boys at Countryside Antique Mall sent in some Easter pictures, and this is not all of them. We have a 2-parter. So part 2 will be coming next week for our community share because these are epic.
Do they have any styrofoam? Because they're going to kill me if they have styrofoam.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll look together because I
Okay.
can't remember.
All right.
I can't
right.
remember which ones I put in
All
here.
right.
But they do have an antique mall, and I'll pop that up here. I have filmed there several times. Misty has filmed there. They're a little northwest of Indianapolis. Jason and Tina visited there after the pop-up last year. It's an awesome antique mall. They're open every single day. Go give them a visit if you haven't. You won't be disappointed. Okay, but when you walk into the store, if you ever get to visit, right where their checkout counter is, they have these big shelves that kind of go underneath the ceiling. And that is where they showcase all of their collections, and they change it out constantly, seasonally, and do an amazing job. So let's go through these because this is just part of their Easter collection. And Brad and Greg said that this is new additions just since last year because we saw their Easter collection last year.
Yes.
So a lot of these are new additions. So here's, and we'll go through them. I have quite a few photos this evening to go through, and we'll just briefly pause to look at some of the amazing things that are in there. And there's whole different chalkware to plastics to plush, kitsch, advertising, anything in between, anything. It's just like, and
that bunny.
The German candy containers. I love those little spun chicks coming out of the mailboxes down at the bottom.
I know.
Like some of the stuff I just have never even seen.
No, the putts, those putts birdhouses, so good. Oh my God. This bunny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But you just wait till we get into some of the other stuff. I mean,
oh boy.
Look at the bunnies.
Oh my God.
And the little chicky picks that are back there in the vase.
Amy, they have one of your rabbit planters, but theirs is in yellow.
I know. The leaping rabbit from last week. Now mine was in blue. So that's only the second one of those I've ever seen. Oh my God. There's the diamond pottery duck that matched the suit that I had tonight. Ruthie Newton book. Oh, I love that big bunny in the blue dress.
Do you see that juicer in front of the diamond pottery? Like it's a little chick juicer.
The juicer, yeah. Oh
my God.
I've never seen that before. So we're kind of going along the shelf in order of the pictures. Look at the chick there, Jason.
Yep. I got her sister right here. She's going to Canada.
Jason, look at the top right.
I need one of these. These have eluded me for years.
Plastic centerpiece bunny.
Yeah. Someday. It's good.
So good. We got more.
Oh my God.
Even more. The wind-up tin litho bunnies. All the candy containers. The girly candles. We've got Rosbro plastics.
Man.
So many cute things. The big Napco bunny down at the bottom with the pink eyes. I love that. We got some Annalee.
I love me some Annalees.
So cute. We've got more.
Oh my God. Look at the sign coming up. Oh my God.
Yeah, that sign. God. Oh, but wait till you see what's next to the sign. It's even better. But we've got little bunny knee huggers sitting in that tin litho basket in the lower left corner. Oh my Lord,
the mohair rabbit is fantastic.
But
what does that say? Happy Easter, Kitty
show, I think is what it says. April 16th or 15th, maybe.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Oh, wow. God, okay. And then this I've never seen in their Easter. I don't know if he's never put these on display, but I don't remember these. But Brad owns a bakery, and he does candies and all sorts of yummy things. But he said this year he actually used some of the chocolate molds to make actual candy. So I have a few pictures of the molds themselves as we go. So good. I love to see these candy molds like this. And there are some more. I love that cream eggs box. But he actually used the molds this year to make candies.
Oh my gosh.
In the store. And I can appreciate this because I make candy myself. I have my entire life. So that's really cool that I don't have any candy molds like this. Mine are plastic. But this is how they were made back in the day. So that's really cool. So we'll go back through them all backwards one more time, and there's more coming. There are more pictures coming next week because this is just a small portion of it, and these are all on display in the store. And it's just fascinating to see. They do Christmas, Halloween, any holiday, and anything in between seasonally. Change it out all the time.
Yes. So they said that the squirrel is in every display that they do. Yes.
Gotcha.
And I love that they put the sheet in between, the yellow sheet, because for the
Yeah.
Christmas you could see
You
through.
can see it on both sides.
Through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So good.
Oh, Brad, I didn't even know you were here.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yes. I can't wait to see. Yes. Dusty emailed us in lots of pictures as well. I already had these ones preloaded in. Otherwise, we would have had yours this week, Dusty. But I already had 2 weeks worth of photos loaded in. But yes, Dusty sent in some pictures of her bunny collection. So I can't wait to share that. That's coming down the pipe too.
Yes.
So thank you, Brad and Greg, as always, for sending those in. I love to see your goodies and drool over your goodies.
Yes.
There's more coming next week, so stay tuned for that, because there's some bigger things coming that I haven't loaded in yet. So, all right. Big thank you again to Karen and Kim for helping us out in the chat tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I know the lag was difficult to deal with tonight. Believe me, we can see it on this end too. So we hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week and your weekend, whatever you are doing. And we will see you back here next Thursday for Fantastic Finds. And go join Jason over on Instagram on Tuesday.
It's going to be good. It's not Parmesan. That's not the person selling, but you'll see in the previews. You'll see in the previews.
All right. I'm excited to find that
out.
out.
I'll tell you when we're done, Amy. You'll know in just a moment. I'll tell you.
I won't tell.
Okay.
I won't tell.
All right. Yes.
All right. Thank you guys again so much. Have a good rest of your night.
Thank you guys.